it's it's hard when you're white. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say that it's hard when you're white. You know,
It's so difficult.
it's so difficult to understand what it is. You know, like I mean, it's hard. You know,
But
I mean,
the crazy part is, but yet we can sit here with these 10% racist people in these nerd cultures, and we'll watch an anime like One Piece, and they will feel horrible for the fishmen.
Bro, what? No, fact.
They will feel horrible. They'll be like, gosh, I just don't understand why they would treat these fishmen like this. Oh, well, this kind of happened to, this is also what happened to African Americans for, 400 years. Shut up! You should just get the fuck over it. Oh my God, if you don't like this country, then fucking leave. God damn it. Like, it's like, what? Well, then the fishmen should just fucking leave the planet, right? Yeah. No, that's different. It's not the same. Okay.
Quick submission. Okay. Anyone can get it. Pull up with his Zodi. Remember hopping out of Civics. I'm just chilling. Look, give a fuck about the fame.
Shit with yours truly, Japan Amir, aka Amir, and of course my stalwart companion right here. We got France, aka Mr. Zokane 954. Correct? Did I do that right?
Yeah, finally.
Okay, I got it right. Finally, yes. Okay, we're in there. Also, we got our producer here. He thinks he's really cool, so he's got the shades on. But yeah, we got Jordan, aka 8Man42. And then we also got a good friend of mine on TikTok, Frost Crush 32. Y'all need to check him out, especially for all his DBZ content. All right, guys. So we got a pretty big episode in for us today. We're gonna let Franz take it from here, and I'm gonna get everything set up technically.
All right. So today we're gonna go in on some of these certain clips. Yeah, we're going in, man. We're going in. Now, one of the latest videos from this episode of Fresh and Fit. So again, they bring in nothing but women, majority who are 25 or younger, no real life experience. But they look like they're doing well for themselves. They look like, most of them finished high school, don't want to go to college, and working in the entertainment field. So let's go ahead and just play that first clip. And we'll go right into it.
Dumbest decision she's ever made. And the thing is that what I think she doesn't understand is that as she gets older, her value is only going to come down. And her making more money is actually going to hurt her in the long run when it comes to finding a man, because as she makes more money, gains more status, becomes more and more famous, her ability to get a guy is going to go down with it, because when a girl makes a certain amount of money or rises up in clout level, she wants an equal. And unfortunately, all she's doing as she becomes more successful is narrowing her pool of candidates down. So Michael B. Jordan's probably going to be the best opportunity she's ever going to get at marriage when she's at her peak. And for women, unlike men, as men get older, your value typically goes up because you make more money, you get more status. A man can be older and get an attractive woman, but it doesn't work the other way around, because a man that's a multimillionaire will gladly date a girl that has no money. So the very men that she's going to be trying to get are going to be going for girls that are younger than her. By the time she's 30 years old and says, I'm ready to settle, why is a guy that's busted his ass at 30 years old or 35 years old want to date a girl that's 30 years old that makes same amount of money he does? He doesn't. Dumbest decision she's ever made.
All righty. So,
kind of bring everybody into the fold here. What they're talking about is the Michael B. Jordan, Laurie B. Harvey situation that went on. And then as you guys saw, Myron, him over here saying that Laurie made a bad decision about not taking Michael B. Jordan serious enough where, to the point where
just for clarification, you're talking about what happened prior to the clip, correct?
Prior to the clip.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Giving context.
Giving little context here.
We're not biased over here.
I am. No, stop.
He's biased. I'm not.
And it's just, I'll let the panel go first before I speak my opinion on it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna elaborate a little bit on the whole Michael B. Jordan, and her name was Laurie, right?
Laurie B. Harvey.
Laurie B. Harvey, yeah, Steve Harvey's daughter. That's right.
Daughter, yeah.
So pretty much they were, very close in a good relationship. Michael B. Jordan was ready to take it to the next level. She wasn't. So the bulk of this video at the beginning is pretty much Myron insinuating that because she was not ready to get married, she missed out on a great relationship that she could have potentially had. Now, my feelings on that is like she said, she wanted to just focus on her career. She was not ready to get married. You can't fault somebody who's not ready to get married. And I feel like at that time, with the status Michael B. Jordan has and the level that Lori Harvey has as well, he should have been able to understand that. You know, he should have been like, okay, you're just not ready to be married. I don't think they needed to end their relationship. She wasn't saying I didn't want to be with you. She was just saying I'm not ready to be married yet. You know, also she's 25, I believe. So she's on the, and he's 35. There's a big age gap there. So I can understand him not wanting to wait around. I'm not, as much as I do talk my shit about, about Michael B. Jordan when it comes to his acting abilities. But outside of that,
that's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode.
I understand him not wanting to be waiting around for somebody who's not ready for the next level, because he is getting older. Like that's true. We can't deny that. My problem here is that we also got to look at it from Lori's perspective as well. She's 25, and as we all know, modeling generally stops at age 30. Like you're not getting nearly as much money as you do when you're younger in the modeling career. So right now she's in her prime. She's got about 5 years that she can milk this shit, and I say she needs to go for it. There's no reason she can't make her money. You know what I'm saying? And get her endorsements and all that too. Now, so that's me leading up to the clip. So y'all didn't see that, y'all can talk about the Lori stuff if you want to. We can unpack that, or we can talk about this clip that we just watched.
I mean, if I had anything to say on the Michael B. Jordan and the Lori situation, I feel like it's us as outsiders, us as normal people who have normal lives that are different than the life of a celebrity, trying to view and trying to basically interpolate all these different things that are happening when that's not really the case. Like, I mean, we don't really know what's going on between their relationship underneath. There could be other things, other layers to unpack. And I mean, this is just us making assumptions. And it's also them making assumptions. And what they're doing is they're like tangentially extrapolating all this stuff and then taking that and generalizing it to how the career of most women is and how that applies to most relationships. And I think that's kind of ridiculous, and it's not really fair to base all that off of one situation, or to take a generalized belief and then base that onto Michael B. Jordan and Lori B. Harvey's situation either. I think it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you.
I second that. I do. It's one thing to speculate. It's another thing to like pass off what you're saying as true law as to what's going on in their situation. What about you, Frost? What you got?
Honestly, I feel like people should just mind their damn business. They got issues going on, and let them have their issues.
Let them have their issues.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't nobody gonna argue on that. Now, as far as the clip goes, I've heard that argument before outside of Fresh and Fit, where the more money and stature or status a woman gets, the smaller her dating pool goes. But I think that's kind of the same with anybody in the sense. Of course, you're gonna, as a dude making a lot of money, you can just buy a girlfriend. But same could be said for a girl who's making that kind of, or a woman who's making that kind of money. She could buy a boyfriend if she really wanted to. Shit, like if Alicia Keys said, "Hey, Amir, I'm gonna give you $10K a month to be with me," you think I'm saying no to that? Nah, that's Alicia Keys.
She wouldn't even do $10K. It's the Alicia Keys we talking about.
Thank you.
Right.
So is the dating pool really getting smaller, or is that insecurities of most men who think that way projecting that out there? That's the question.
I mean,
it's definitely insecurities, man. It's definitely insecurities.
But I'll say for men, it does have this effect. Like, I have a cousin who he's a 6-figure nigga now. You know what I'm saying? He's making 6 figures, and he says, an issue he has is when dating, he's trying not to date women that just want him for his money. So he dated he found a girl and they were compatible, you know, which is the biggest thing. But she makes more money than he does, so he doesn't have to worry about that. And that's a right kind of insecurity to have, because it's not an insecurity that causes you to do stupid things or feel bad about yourself. It's an insecurity that's based on, I'm just trying to protect my own and protect my wealth till we're one. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you. My bad, Jordan. I don't
no,
think
no,
you
no.
can classify that as an insecurity, because that's you protecting your assets. That's not you being insecure. You know what
Hey,
I'm
that's
saying?
definitely not. Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
it's
That's
I
more
you
would
of a
even
protecting
defense
assets.
mechanism.
I
Yeah.
would
Yeah,
even
exactly.
say you I would even say that even for men, then that would shorten their dating pool, wouldn't it? Because now you're concerned, your main concern is, am I dating somebody? Is this person dating me for my money? I don't want to be with somebody who's dating me for my money. Automatically, right there, you're writing off all the gold diggers. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying?
But
You most
isn't
and
that the
most
point
of the
though?
people and most of the people who aren't making as much money than you're pretty much writing them off too, because the chances of them being a gold digger is a lot higher than somebody making the same amount of money or more than you. Correct? So
But honestly, isn't that the point of dating, to narrow down to those who truly want you for you?
Mm-hmm.
You
that
know what I
is the
mean? Like,
entirety of the
That's
dating
true.
point.
right?
That's
Isn't that the point? I mean, unless you poly, but even within poly,
Yeah,
you're narrowing it down to people who actually want you, to be good for
who are
you.
compatible
or,
with you.
or
Yeah.
or their
Compatible,
roles and responsibilities and how that
right?
balances to make an
Right,
ecosystem. Yeah, yeah,
right.
What
I
I
could see
really
that.
think is that in the video, he was speaking more for men that want to have fun, because
Mm,
I don't see making like millions of dollars and just, oh, I can get you, I can get you. Yeah, you can. That's easy. But
right,
hey, come here, let
right.
me talk to you. We gonna settle down. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. And I know damn well you just want me for my money. No, that's not a thing. Because after we get to a certain age, we want to build a family. Like, people don't just want to. I can go settle with anybody I want. Nobody wants that.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, even Hugh Hefner, he didn't have women in rotation. He had his loyal group of, his
Mm-hmm.
loyal harem, and that was it. Like, there was a lot of women, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
they were
You
loyal
know,
to that nigga.
that's an
Right.
interesting
Yeah.
point you bring up.
I mean,
Did you guys watch the Pamela Anderson show that they
Mm-mm.
made?
Nah,
Nah.
nah,
Jordan, did you
trash.
watch it? The one with her and
you talking about
the
the tape?
yeah, the tape show.
Did I watch the tape or did I watch the show?
No, no,
Both.
no, 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 no.
He
Not
talking
that
about something
tape,
else.
Jordan.
He
Not
talking
that
about
tape,
something else.
Jordan.
Either
Not that tape.
but no, in the show they literally talk about his harem, and like she went to go do another modeling thing with somebody else, and like they don't play that
Right,
at the Playboy
Yeah,
house, Playboy
yeah,
Mansion.
right,
yeah.
And
The history of that is it's like two warring factions, and they're both
exactly.
trying to do the same thing. And
Hmm.
one was there first. Actually, Hugh Hefner was second.
Yeah.
But he
yeah.
he was rising in popularity, and Pamela was one of his big stars, and she, free agent, want to do her own thing, and that ended up cutting her off. So
Which
yeah,
is is I don't think it was any bad blood. Well, we don't know him personally, so
Right.
we don't know if there was any bad blood or anything. But when somebody's rising up, you can't stop that proportion. Like, you can't stop that prosperity. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them go ahead,
yeah,
do your
It's
thing.
hard to stop that trajectory, especially if you see them just gaining, 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 gaining.
Right. And
It's hard to stop that.
they probably had like a backdoor deal where she paid off whatever contract. Because because at the end of the day, every man understands that whatever relationships that you have around you, they're pretty much all business contracts.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, every relationship you have is pretty much a business contract. And
yeah,
especially within that industry, you definitely have your lawyers write up a contract, no matter how friendly y'all are. A
You got to
legitimate
protect your
contract is going to
assets.
be
I mean,
exactly
I
protect the
mean that's the
asset.
beginning of how people protect their brand when their brand is their person,
Exactly,
and
Yeah.
that's how
exactly.
things are today, even in sports, even in,
Right,
yeah. I mean, that's
Shit, even on TikTok, like there's certain things, like I know with there's one TikTok creator, King Lion. He's a cool dude. Even on his TikTok, if you want to have certain debates with him or certain topics discussed with him, you have to pay him for his time. You have to
right,
then pretty much get into a small hour-long essential contract, in which this is how things go if you want your sit down with him. I don't know how much he charges, but like, you
got to sign off.
Hey, listen, he graced me with his presence in one of my lives once for free. So I don't really know, I don't know how much he charges, these laymen. I don't know about them. But he didn't charge me. I'm happy.
Hey, I don't know if we're looking for clickbaity titles, but porn stars, crawled on all fours so TikTok stars could run.
Hey, that's perfect. Hey, that's it. We got the title.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
We'll have to say corn stars because TikTok won't let you say the P word.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what I said, though. That's what I said. The audio quality is,
Hey,
that's what I said.
Hey, that's why we just do what we got to do here. But anyway, y'all want to get into that next clip?
Yeah, let's get into that next clip.
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
That's just how it is. Like, men are not the same as women. Like, for y'all, you can't date a bum, but for men, you can.
I feel like with guys, it does intrigue you guys when a girl's actually on her shit, when she's doing her shit, when she's working, she's making her own money. Does that not make
I mean, if you have your own money, that's great. That's fantastic. But it's not like gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with her because she has a career.
But that doesn't turn you on more when a girl's actually doing something for herself. Like anybody could just follow behind you and you could pay for all her shit. But when a girl's actually going for herself, you and pay for her own shit, you want somebody who spoil you too.
Ladies, one more got time, please.
Yeah,
this is hilarious.
No,
Matt loves
funny. Because men and women are not the same. Like, we don't care about a girl's ability to provide security. You guys care about a man's ability to provide security. We don't, though. And I'll argue the more money a man makes, the less he cares about how much money a chick makes. You work in the nightlife industry, right? How many dumbass bitches do you know that hang out with millionaires that don't do shit? Exactly. But I can't think of a guy that's a bum that's hanging out with a chick that's a millionaire. That's just how it is. Like, men are not the same as.
How we feeling about that?
Is there some truth behind the words he was saying, or is this nigga cap?
Well, personally, I actually agree with what he was saying. Before COVID, I was actually making $100,000 a year. Like, that's after taxes. So I wanted my wife to stay home. So when it came to that, I didn't care if she was making more money than me or even making money at all. What I wanted was a foundation at home, someone to take care of my kid, make sure everything was cleaned up, make sure I had food, stuff like that. I didn't really care per se if she was out there trying to, and if she wanted to go out there and do that, then cool. That's on you. But honestly, at that point in time, I could provide everything that I needed for her, for my kid, for my family, for the crib. I didn't really care about it.
Okay. But my thing is to call it a turn off. That's one of my things on it, because they asked, is that not a turn on? And he was like, nah, that doesn't turn me on if a woman's out here trying to have a career and do that thing. If your wife was out here, even though you're making that money, you said, hey, babe, I want you to stay home and, do all this stuff. And she was like, nah, I really want to get out here. This is my passion. I want to do this. Would that not turn you on, though?
It wouldn't turn me on, but it wouldn't turn me off. It'd be one of those things like, all right, I feel it.
That's a good answer.
I'm with it.
Yeah. See, the way from what later on in the clip, you'll see he kind of mentions this. I don't know if we caught that clip on the next one, but later on in this whole thing, he kind of explains that that's not what he wouldn't want that out of his significant other. He pretty much just wants them to stay home and do nothing and just take care of it and feed him sandwiches all day.
Not necessarily nothing. Like, take care of the house. Like,
take care of the house. I wouldn't say
necessarily nothing.
But
take care of
the house. Nothing was a little harsh. I didn't mean it like that.
It is a big responsibility.
Yeah.
But I also believe in like how he presented it. You know what I'm saying? Like how Frost presented it is he's like, if you want to do that, that's cool. But I need you to take care of my kids and I need you to, and that's important. How he presented it is very short-sighted because in the clip he's talking about, oh, I want her to, I don't need her to do all that. That's not a turn on for me. But when you think about it, if that's the woman raising your kids, don't you want to instill values in them? And if she doesn't have that experience, doesn't have that knowledge or that drive, doesn't that affect the values that she instills? Who spends the most time with your children? Isn't that add value to that relationship? If she's on her shit, you know what I'm saying? And if you're both on your shit, but you both are able to manage your time well, I mean, then, that's a difficult thing to do. That's a lot to ask. But, I feel like you have the best chance to impart more knowledge to your children. Now, I don't have children, so, that's something I can't really speak up on, but that's how I think about it. And that's what I want from my partner.
I'll be devil's advocate here. Let's say you both make 100 over 100K a year. You know what I mean? You both make 100 over 100K a year. Will you still want, if you guys are able to afford a nanny, will you still want your wife or your partner to work or stay home if you guys can afford a nanny? You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't you
That's
want?
A good question.
Like, wouldn't you want both of you guys are still young? You can still push it. You can actually, if you work through this now, you can actually retire early. You know, and because you know what I'm saying, if you guys had a good good plan, set up and everything like that, freaking
probably retire before your
trust
kids
fund,
turn 18.
right? Trust fund for your kids and everything like that, and you're both making over 100K, or let's say at least 80K,
Okay.
You both bring to the household. Is that possible? You know what I'm saying? And what if you want more kids or stuff like, I don't know. Like, I'm
Well,
just being devil's advocate there.
now that you
Like,
done put it that way, oh,
yeah,
100%. Let's get this money. If we can afford a nanny, if we can
yeah.
afford somebody to stay here 24/7, clean up the crib, cook, and make sure the kids are taken, let's go out here and get this bread.
Now,
That way,
now,
15, 20 years from now, we can just do whatever we want to.
now to give the audience a little, how much a nanny costs? About $20 an hour. A nanny costs about $20 an hour. Most,
Is that
I
the
think that's the
median?
average. I think that's the median.
Let's do the
What's
math
going
on that.
on
Let's do the math on that.
nationwide? About $20 an hour.
28,
So
about $41,600 a year.
yeah,
Yeah,
Is that
that's
before
about 20.
taxes or after
that's before
taxes?
taxes. That's
Before
before
taxes.
taxes.
Before taxes. Okay.
So,
And they got a free place to
Shit.
stay?
I'm
yeah,
about to be going with
exactly.
Manny. Hey, y'all
Many,
know I'm about to go to some of the rich neighborhoods here in my town. Be like, hey, yo,
oh,
Southwood. Let me hit y'all up real quick. Y'all need a Manny? All them
fact,
kids about to be woke as shit.
Manny,
fact.
Manny will.
Like, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm a Manny. What? Yeah, that's right. I'm a male nanny. I take care of these children, cook them food, teach them
Fact,
school stuff,
fact.
and teach them about oppression.
By the
Manny
way.
Poppins.
And all of them are gonna like anime. I don't care. I'm gonna force it.
Oh, my
Force it
goodness.
down their throats. Anime, boom, One Piece,
But
take it. I don't want
from
to
my
watch. I don't want to watch One Piece. That's too damn bad.
from
By
my
the time they
perspective,
finish, they're going to be 30.
Exactly.
no fact.
Perfect.
From my perspective of all this, it's like they're speaking from the one narrow perspective of a man of what I said what a little boy thinks a man is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Very
and
true.
and it's like they bring this facade that, oh, this is what you can do as an adult life, and this is the direction you should go when it comes to the relationship between a man and a woman inside their household. Where real shit, it's none of our personal fucking business what motherfuckers do within their household, as long as you're not in there murdering or raping kids or anything like that. Uh, but when between the husband and wife, if they can both work two jobs or whatever, and still have somebody afford a nanny or be able to still take care of the kids, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? What's wrong with it? I'm an immigrant. I see that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, amongst my fellow immigrants, I see that shit all the time. The dad will work during the day or during the night. The mom will work during the day, and they just switch on and off. And somehow the kids still get to go to all the school trips, get to go, do all that good crap. They might not have designer on or anything like that, but they finish top of their class, and then they become lawyers, doctors, and all that crap. So if
And then
your
turn
end
around and
goal,
take care of their parents.
and take around, take care of their parents. If the end goal is that,
Mhm.
if you come with that mindset, shit, not everybody got to be a freaking gold digger. You know what I'm saying? Like, not
True.
everybody got to be that high life. You could focus building up the kids. Next, the kids are taking care of you, and y'all just sit back, relax, drinking
And
margaritas.
they're rather dismissive too. That's a whole panel of women, like 10 women who all have different opinions, all different what they might be looking for in their relationship, and
Right.
they just dismissive. They're like saying, "Oh yeah, well, doesn't that excite you, or doesn't that turn you on, or doesn't that interest you? Oh no, 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 no. You know, like it's not even like a conversation between.
That's what he does all the time.
All the time.
Anytime. And I will say I want to commend the lady in the blue that was sitting right next to him, because she always had some really good points. She was a little softer spoken than the other girl who we're about to see, but she always questioned what he was saying. She was like, I don't know, like, you know, what about this? And he would always like just shut her down, and she would just always just sit there just with that like innocent like look of, oh, okay, I thought that was, you know, a point. You know what I'm saying? And he picks these girls based on that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now, the one that we're about to see, she's got this like leopard print on. She wasn't having any of that. The whole podcast. She ends up getting kicked out. The whole podcast, she was like, nah, like that's not true, because you also have this perspective. And every time she had something to say, it was, hey, you need to stop the attitude. Now, granted, she did have an attitude, but it wasn't like it wasn't like she had the attitude for no reason. She had the attitude because this whole time you got Myron, his producers, and his friends in the background. You got the other dude who no one ever remembers his name because he's not that important. Mo. Okay.
Mo, the big dude?
Mo what? Dude? Mo money? Like Mo
pancakes.
Mo pancakes?
Mo pancakes.
Okay. So we got Myron and Mo.
Myron. Oh no, you talking about Fresh? You talking about the other dude and the other co-host? Yeah. Oh, Fresh.
I know, but what's his name though?
Oh, I don't fucking. I mean,
you said his name was Mo.
No, Mo's one of the other producers, behind the booth. Oh, okay, never mind.
Anyway, you got Myron, Myron, Mo, and all these other people, and they're all talking hella shit to these girls and trying to make them look stupid, and she just wasn't having it. So that's where her attitude came from. And I mean, I spent the whole like 2 hours of this whole podcast watching that, and I was just like, oh, they would have been had to kick my ass off, because I would have been like, hey, why y'all talking to them like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't gotta belittle them just because they have a different opinion. And it's only when they have a different opinion. You'll see in this next clip too, there's a girl, you might not see her attitude throughout the whole thing, but there's a girl in a brown hoodie, and everything the dude said, she was just co-signing it. And they didn't pay her any attention for the bulk of the whole podcast, even though she was out here being the pick me. She was doing what they wanted, but they didn't give her any say so. They didn't really talk to her that much. They talked to everybody else. So it was just really weird how they bring these girls on this show.
I will say they did give her time. Like at one part of the clip, I don't think we didn't clip it at one part of the episode, because she's going around asking questions to the women and getting women opinions about niggas fit fingernails, if they check them, shit like that. And
but see, like that's like on basic stuff.
We don't have a woman on the panel, so that's why I don't even.
No, I understand that. I understand that. But let's get into this last clip. This is when the girl gets ready to get kicked off. We cut it short because we didn't do the whole getting kicked off thing, but you can kind of hear what she's saying and things like that.
Show you how to get on this bag too and invest and be something. I'm not one of those. That's not the cap. The fuck. I've invested in niggas and paid for their whole bills, took them on concerts, apartments, and everything. At the end of the day, if a man feels like he cannot provide something for you, he's going to feel a little bit insecure about it. Even if you don't got shit to provide, you're going to feel insecure about it. You will need to bring something to the table, both of you guys.
You're arguing the wrong point here. You're switching the goalpost. The argument is simply this.
What's this argument?
That's the problem. You don't even know the argument.
I do. It's just like you're saying I don't know what it is, so I want you to reinstate it for me. Thank you.
Well, you were just arguing. I don't need the attitude.
It's not an argument. It's just like a fact.
But because you don't know the argument and you're like trying to be passionate about something that you're.
So please reinstate it so I can know. Since you think I don't know it, I would like to know. So just say that for me. It's that simple, baby. Go ahead. I got you. Go ahead. Period. I'm hearing you all years.
You want me to be so mad.
You how to get on this bag too and invest and.
I try to hold it in. Salty face. Right, he was looking at like, this bitch really just played me.
Yeah, no, I try to hold it in, bro.
So, yo, he was mad. He was mad. So pretty much. Yeah. What's your question?
Is he married, or does he have?
No, this man is not. This man is not in a relationship at all.
Hoes.
See, all right, so that's the problem. That's the problem, because the way he keeps talking from a person that is looking for a relationship standpoint, and he doesn't have any of that. Like, you can't say, "Oh, well, I want to get married, and my wife needs to do this." Like, that's not how it fucking goes. Like, as a married man, my wife doesn't do majority of that shit. She has her own mind. She has her own will. She has her own freedom. Exactly. You can't just say, "Oh, my wife needs to do this. She needs to do that." That's not a fucking partnership. That's a dictatorship. But nobody want that. That's crazy.
Facts. And so what pretty much led to her saying what she was saying is because they finally asked Myra, and they were like, "Well, what exactly do you want in a woman, right?" Mm-hmm. And he pretty much just says, "Oh, she, I'm not saying she has to stay home, but I don't want her clubbing and all these things." And they were like, "Well, what if she has a job? What if what if she's doing this? Oh, she doesn't need to have a job if she's with me." And just like all these things. And she was like, and he was like, and the reason that she doesn't have to have a job is because I'm there to provide. Like, that is what men do. I don't understand why women think that, men don't just provide or all these things. And he keeps saying all these stereotypical like gender norm stuff, right? And when the girl's pretty much talking about how she's used to being the breadwinner in her relationships, because he was stating that women don't know how to be breadwinners. And then that's when she was like, "That's stupid." And then you hear Mo in the background, "Stop the cap." How you know this girl lying? What she got to lie for? There's literally no reason. Even if she was lying, why? I'd catch an attitude with you don't tell me that, especially if it's something that I know that I've done. You know what I mean? So like, that's why she's talking about the way she's talking. And women do that. I've seen a lot of women be main breadwinners for the dudes they be with, and the dudes just be sitting on the couch the whole time, eating nachos, eating Cheetos, getting Cheeto dust all over their chest and shit, not doing jack shit.
All over the controller.
That's majority of the hood. That's not even like, high value man. That's literally majority of the hood. She's working in some medical field or somewhere, or as a security officer or some shit. That nigga's selling drugs, but he really not making money selling drugs. So he at home playing 2K with the homies. Like that's literally the hood. And this, you know what I'm saying?
That harkens back to that episode you guys had last week. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a situation, and especially for black women, with not being able to have the security that they want, they have to be independent and be strong and do these things. And like, that's something to applaud, that's something to reach towards if you're not that nigga who's after shit, like, and I mean, I obviously that's not anybody right here, but I mean, that's the kind of thing that I feel like they understand because they've encountered these dudes. But the hosts of that show, they don't get that, and they don't see any perspective other than their own,
And that's part of the problem.
This guy will forever tell these girls, every time he brings the girls to the panels, he'll forever tell them, "Oh, I'm speaking for the man, for the men in the comments. I'm speaking and I'm generalizing. You're not generalizing anything, bro. You're speaking from your toxic mindset and dismissing the valid arguments, rebuttals sent at you, completely dismissing them. Oh, this is my platform. This is my podcast. That's what's up. That's your podcast. What's up? Y'all successful. But you're being successful by being toxic, my nigga. Like, that's it. You're not teaching these young boys, these young black men, anything except other than being toxic. Yep. Like, we already got enough toxic shit around. We don't need, podcasts like that with that type of platform, that type of reach, teaching these young black men to mistreat women. Like, completely mistreat women and treat them like they're fucking slaves or they're just robots we could program. Like, okay, now you clean the kitchen, you clean this. Like, bro, no. Like, what the fuck? Now, if you there's other cultures where you find women that's what they want to do. Some women grow up, that's what they want to do. They want to be a housewife. That's what's up. I encourage that. Go ahead, be that. But you can't force a woman that does not want to be that. You can't limit her access to what she wants to be. You know what I mean? Like,
on top of that, going back to what Frost said at the beginning of this, he's talking. It seems like he's talking from the perspective of a guy who just wants to have fun. That something along those lines, right, Frost? That's what you said.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so
very short-sighted.
Very short-sighted. And it beckons the question, like, if you really want this meaningful relationship, why are you so focused on these girls who clearly just want to have a fun time? All these girls in the panel, he meets them at nightclubs. He's not meeting them at like fancy like dinner and like dinner bars or some shit like that. He's not meeting them there.
Events.
Events. He's specifically meeting them at yacht parties. He's meeting them at club events. Yacht parties and club events are not where you find the woman who's trying to sit at your house and take care of your kids.
You know, not to mention. Hey, Frost, do you have a daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Frost and Frost both have daughters.
Right.
Like you would want to empower your child to go and chase after their dreams or go and be somebody productive. Like I just don't understand this mindset of this is the woman you're gonna look for. And what if you pop out with all these niggas gonna pop out with all daughters, bro? It's gonna be karma. It's gonna be karma. It's gonna be.
I hope they do, man. I hope they pop out with all girls, and I hope all their daughters are doing the exact opposite of what they want, what they want in a woman. Yeah. I hope they're like, Dad, I saw you talking all that stupid stuff on your YouTube. Now we have YouTube Max Plus. And I just want you to know, I'm out here twerking. Like, look at it, Dad. Like look at it, Dad. Look at it, Dad. Like, this is what I'm out here doing.
Do you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Look at it.
Dad. You get it.
And this is my boyfriend, and all he does is sit at home and do nothing. And I don't care. That's exactly what it's like. In the last
sad, man.
In episode 1 of our podcast, me and Franz, we actually brought up how crazy it is that they probably come from these, like, have their parents seen what they're saying? Like, that's like, have their moms seen what they're saying and how they talk to these women? It'd be one thing if you were out here, hey, this is how I feel.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. That's what I'm saying. Like, it'd be one thing if they had this podcast and they were saying how they feel, no matter if it was toxic or not, but they were willing to listen to any opposite opinion that came their way. There was one time they had ABBA on there from ABBA and Preach, and they didn't go against him really hard, but ABBA was also advocating for some of the women too. He was also like, hey, like, this is what they're trying to say. And when he was speaking, they listened. But when it was a woman speaking, it was, oh, now this is stupid. We're not going to pay them any attention. Like, you know, what you're saying is invalid. So
I think it's more of an intimidation factor. It has to be more of an intimidation factor. Like, anytime I'm listening, like, anytime I watch a show, usually when it's a guy on there, especially a bigger size guy or a guy around their size, they're like, okay, well, I can't confront him. I can't, go back and forth with him too much. But when it's a smaller person, mostly a woman, then, oh, I can say this, I can say that, I can say this, I can say that. I ain't gonna say nothing to somebody that can reach across the table, hit me in my mouth. But to one of y'all, I'll say whatever.
Exactly. Which is just weak ass shit.
Like, mindset, bro.
Weak ass shit.
That's why I say they soft ass niggas. Like, I say it right now. Myron, Fresh, soft ass niggas, bro. Like,
this man trying to get them to pay us $20K to go fight. That's what he's trying to do.
It's $200K now. It's $200K.
It's $200K, bro. Do you have that kind of collateral? What if you lose?
$200K.
That kind of collateral.
$200K.
You have it. I might have high of cholesterol, but I don't have I don't.
They don't lose. They don't lose. That's it.
Don't lose. That's how confident. I'm not gonna lose. That's how confident I am. I'm not gonna lose.
We're cheating. Like,
we're cheating. Oh, that's a fight. Everything fair.
That's a fight. Hey, what the Marine Corps show teach you how to fight? Ain't no such thing as a fair fight.
Headbutt, bridge of the nose.
Fair fight.
My nose. Knee in the balls. Grab the head, in the face.
I poke.
Fight over.
I poke.
Yeah.
I poke and gouge. You gotta fight like Batman. Grab their arm, break it in 10 places, ask them to say sorry. Like,
hey, look, at the end of this fight, you can't see or have kids. It's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
That's it. Throw sand in their eyes. Pour lemon juice in their wounds. All that. All of it.
The lemon juice.
Lemon juice and razor blade.
Where you get it from?
Juice and razor blade.
Piss on them. I don't know.
You just got lemon juice on
you. Said piss on them.
I think the better question is, why does the Panamera just have random bottles of lemon juice on them? Like, what's going on?
Lemon juice and razor blade.
I keep telling y'all on TikTok, I'm boundless. I just pull stuff out of my ass. Like, watch this.
If something comes out of it, I'm leaving.
Wait. Wait. I got one more.
Good play.
Wait. Oh God. I'm thinking this is gonna be something fancy. iPad.
So wait. So when you want to store stuff, no, never mind.
Hey, we're not even going that deep.
We ain't going there.
We already canceled. We can't get more canceled. We already canceled, man.
I plead the fifth.
You plead the
But yeah. So I got a question, especially for you, Jordan. Have you been seeing all this Star Wars bullshit that's been going on?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, what do you have to say about that?
I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, and it's ridiculous on multiple levels. Like Disney as a corporation, how they basically will use these things in order to pull people in from a Western audience, and how they have to bow down to the Eastern audience because that's where some of the biggest sales are. And it doesn't even matter at the end of the day because these movies still do gangbusters. So it doesn't even matter. People are still going to go see these movies. So why not do them right? Not just for the fans, even though the fans are the most important thing. And Dave Filoni, I don't want to be, run on a tangent, but Dave Filoni and the new things that they're doing with Star Wars, they're doing it right because they're doing it for the fans. But that last sequel trilogy, they basically just pulled something like, I don't even know. Like they had Finn with the lightsaber,
pulled the
right?
Arizona can out of their ass.
Yeah, a whole fucking Arizona can, a whole case.
That pissed me off, bro.
Hey, don't tip me. Don't tip me. I can do it.
That pissed me off.
Yeah,
they the lightsaber and just basically trashing that nigga. That pissed me off.
Yeah.
They hold him. Yeah. They hold that nigga. They go on that nigga, bro.
Like, that's what they did. You know what's really crazy?
We won't see him again either.
Go back to that first sequel movie that they did, the first one where they showed Finn on the poster with the lightsaber. I know all of us, before we knew anything about the movie, we were like, "Oh, we're getting a Black Jedi!" Like, "Oh, this is so dope. This is gonna be dope." Nope, we get a stormtrooper who's trying to figure out himself and literally has no true story outside of that. Like nothing.
They could have had him with force powers or anything. But the funny thing about that poster you saw in China. Finn is like this tall on the poster, this small on the poster. Yeah, he's not even. I wish I could pull up the image right now if I had it in assets. But yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
I mean, it's a different kind of racism. It's not like American racism.
Yeah, it's not exactly. It's nationalism because they're Chinese. You know what I'm saying? You have to look Chinese. You have to be Chinese. It's nationalism. I should say. Okay, not racism. You're right. Not race. Nationalism. Because it's just like in Russia.
That's a better way of putting it. That's great. Yeah.
Black is the furthest thing from being Chinese.
And then you see, and then remember when that happened, there were so many like these angry Star Wars fans were just so mad at the concept of another Black Jedi, right?
And it's like
even though we never got that, right? They were like, that can't happen. Like
we never got a second Black Jedi though. That's what I'm saying.
The crazy thing, there was a lot of controversy around Mace Windu too. We were just really young at the time. But if you go back and you look at it, and you look at some of the articles that people were posting online, some of these blogs and stuff around that time, they were saying the same shit. Oh, well, I just don't understand why we have to have a Black Jedi. Like it just, Meanwhile, we got what's the green dude's name, Jordan? The green Jedi with the
Yoda?
No, not Yoda. Not Yoda. The one with the tentacles.
Oh, Kit
Fisto. Kit Fisto. That literally has a Jamaican voice actor, right?
Yeah.
Literally has dreadlock tendrils, and you guys are like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. He's an alien, though. Like he's an alien. You're okay with
he got dogged out too. Palpatine killed him in like one strike. Like just
no facts.
Exactly. Facts. Right. So I'm just thinking
they rushed that fight scene.
I guess my question is, why is it so okay for all these other fantasy races to exist, right? In a world where the human race does not separate itself by color, right? If you're human, you're just fucking human.
You're a human.
Or if you're humanoid, like Mandalorians, if you're from the planet Mandalore, right? You're still human. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, how can we just what makes people think that people are just white everywhere? I don't get that. I don't understand it. It makes absolutely no fucking sense.
So
Star Wars, not even the clone, not even what's his name?
The clones aren't even white.
Exactly. Yeah, Jango Fett is not even white.
He's not white. Yeah, none of the clones are white. Literally, it's literally a colored army. Like,
no problem with that.
Darth Vader's voice is fucking black.
It's Mufasa. What
exactly.
the hell? That's Mufasa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mufasa. Like, and then Mace Windu is literally the strongest Jedi in the whole universe. If you read back in the lore and his abilities and everything, he has.
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
No,
when he was young, when he was young, for sure.
Strong. He stepped down. He stepped down as the leader of the council. He stepped down so then that he could fight, so that he could be a general and go fight in the war.
As a warrior, Mace Windu is the strongest one. As a Force user, Yoda is
right. Yoda is definitely by far outleading him. Because if
the two fought, who win?
Okay.
I mean, the reason why Mace Windu
before you go there,
I don't want to nerd out.
We're about to nerd out. Okay, so have y'all seen the most recent episodes of Obi-Wan?
I have not.
Okay,
I haven't seen the latest one. I've seen up to.
I don't want to. My point is.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it because it's too good, bro.
Okay, so
don't cancel. You spoil it.
Here we go. I won't spoil it. Okay, now let's take somebody like Yoda. Let's take somebody like how Jordan was saying about Mace Windu. Mace Windu, as far as lightsaber abilities, he's definitely better than Yoda. Now, here's the thing, though. If you're strong enough in the Force, you can stop somebody swinging their sword or swinging their lightsaber to hit you. You can stop that and essentially not get hit. So for those who have seen, the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. So if you're that skilled with the Force, I think you'll trump somebody who's better with swordplay almost all the time.
Yes and no. But it's a balancing thing. Yoda overall just is stronger. But Mace Windu, because he goes tiptoes with the dark side so closely, he was able to access strengths that most Jedi don't have. You know what I'm saying? And being a master of combat and having that's why he was able to reflect Palpatine's lightning force power back at him. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Anakin coming in chopping the nigga's arms off, he probably would have killed Palpatine. He would have fucked him up.
He lived though. Mace, after falling out there, he lived. He didn't die. He lived.
Well,
did he?
He lived. That's what people understand. In the book, he lived.
In Legends, he's still alive.
He's
still alive. In canon, if you watch just watch the newest episodes and look for Easter eggs, and you'll see why he might not be alive. Why he might not be alive.
Okay. See, now I got to go back and start rewatching that. I might have to borrow your Disney Plus. I don't have Disney.
Use Nikki's.
Nikki has Disney Plus.
I've been using
shout out to
2 years now. I had paid for it once.
Yeah. So speaking of Star Wars thing, what about all this stuff with that new actress that's in it? It got so bad to the point where
that pissed me off, bro.
Where the actor for Obi-Wan had to literally come out in his car and was like, "This is crazy. You guys cannot be real fans if you don't appreciate this woman for what she's doing." At the end of the day, he seems so excited to start up this project, and then normally when you see another actor, typically when they're a white actor and they're coming out and speaking on behalf, typically it just kind of seems like they're pulling it out of their ass. But he seemed genuinely disheartened. He seemed very hurt to his core that the fandom was that racist towards her.
And it's not even all the fandom. It's just these 10%, the loud 10%. These motherfuckers be loud.
It's so loud. So loud.
I just want to force choke them, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Honestly, the toxic people, bro.
It's the motherfuckers that get no pussy, that get no play, stuck in a freaking basement somewhere, and you know what I'm saying, and indulge immerse themselves into the world thinking everything's all white. Bro.
You know
Star Wars. Yes. Black women. What? Why is there a
black
woman in my Star Wars?
It'd be the same ones that have the fetish. It'd be the same ones that have the fetish of all these alien women and shit like that, bro. What?
Yes. I can't wait to finally get my Twi'lek bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I ordered this Twi'lek doll. Wait a minute. A black Twi'lek? No!
No, seriously. It's just disgusting, bro.
The saddest thing about that is, like, you know, liking nerdy things, it used to be a fringe thing. It's not. It's mainstream now. Anime is fucking cool now. Fucking Star Wars is cool now. And instead of just realizing that the community is much more inclusive and open and being excited about this, being excited about it, being stretching and being for everyone, for a little black girl who's watching Star Wars and has somebody to look up to and say, oh, wow, that's cool. Oh, wow. She, you know, instead of having that, you know, they instead want to fight back against the progress and say that it's pandering or this, that, the other. No, it's reflecting the real world. Because in the real world, it's not just white people. You know what I'm saying? It's not just white males either. You know? So it's sad, man. It really is disheartening. Like, you know, what was it? Night Skins, the anime shit. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll get into that, you know, in a second. But like,
I mean, let me tell you that honestly, shit, that dude didn't even know what he did. He thought he won. He was like, yes, that's right. I can't say the N-word, but I can say night skin. And everybody was like, oh shit, that's fucking dope.
Right?
From the night. Like, I know he's sitting there like, fuck, God damn it, these
darkies. Hey, but honestly, as a fan of anything, like as a massive anime fan, I don't care if you white, black, blue, green, or orange. You like, hey, I want to watch Dragon Ball Z. Shit, bring your little ass on over. Come sit down. Come watch Goku and Vegeta fight somebody. I don't care what race you are. If you're a Star Wars fan, you should be like inviting people to get into it. Exactly. I don't. It's just they're trying to control and keep them. It's whitewashing, gatekeepers. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. They being fucking gatekeepers, brother.
And it's like. Don't you want everybody to be in this? Because that means more funding, more merch being bought.
More that
shit.
Means
more shit. They're gonna have better. They're gonna have more funding to do these video games, bro. I want an open world fucking Avatar, bro. Last Airbender. I want open world.
I thought you were saying Avatar with the blue people. I was like,
nah.
That's coming. I don't want that.
Game's on the
way. It's definitely coming.
Right.
You need a good Avatar movie first, because that first one.
Oh no, we're not speaking about.
That show's in trouble too.
Bro.
That show is.
The show is in trouble. Yeah. Because
doing another Last Airbender movie though.
No, they're doing a show.
But they're doing a show.
But the guys who wrote it stepped off of the show.
Yeah,
that show's gonna be ass.
Damn.
Exactly.
I'm calling it. That shit's about to be ass.
It's about to be ass.
But back to the anime
on Netflix and it's done.
Shyamalan, whatever the fuck your name is, I'm not respecting your name no more, bro.
Nah, you gotta respect that man's name.
I'm not respecting his name,
man.
Movies,
man. He made 3 good
movies. He fucked up.
And then he made the one where the grass is killing people. I forget the name of that one, but that one's actually really good. I think y'all should watch that.
The grass is killing people.
And then
what's the third one?
The third one? Oh man. Okay, he's only got 2 movies. My bad.
No. Unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Yeah, with the people with the superpowers. So
Mr. Glass.
I keep forgetting that's him. It just doesn't fit like his.
That's worse. No, that's worse, because if you did all these great movies and then you trash Avatar like that, bro, come on, man.
Wait, didn't he do Split as well?
Yeah, he did Split.
Yeah, he did
Unbreakable, Split, and Glass are all a trilogy.
So look, that's
all bangers.
5 movies right there.
All bangers. And then you trash it.
Okay. I mean, Old wasn't horrible. Okay. It wasn't the best.
I mean, he takes chances on things, but you know, Avatar was already written. That's a straight slam dunk alley-oop.
Exactly.
Like, there's no reason to.
Yeah, there's no reason for you to fuck it up like that.
Yeah.
No reason.
So
you could. You could have changed some aspects of the story if you wanted to. Like, I'd be okay with that as long as it made sense and fit. But none of what he did made sense and fit.
Why was Aang looking like he was crying the whole time? You know, Aang's supposed to be lighthearted. You know, despite all the bad shit that happened to him, that's the whole point of the character. That's why we love him.
Still a little kid,
And that was his toxic trait of him internalizing all the shit, bad shit happens. So then, and all he was like, hey, smiley face, like
a complicated character.
Shit. Yeah, right, exactly.
Multi-dimensional.
He did fuck that up. I try not to hate on it a lot, but you know, he fucked that shit.
I hate him. Yeah, he fucked that shit up.
Franz was like, no, full hate, 100%, all hate. But with the night skin thing, it started evolving. It got even worse, man, because with Crunchyroll buying Funimation now, right? They're starting to hire all of these black voice actors to do voice acting for some of these characters. And then here come this 10% of these racist ass anime fans out here like, oh, you can't have a black person voice that character. But why? Because that character's one, not real, and two, not even white. So whose voice is it? Like, whose voice is it? And what color and what race is a voice?
Exactly. What race is a voice, bro?
I mean, we can all tell by voice, man.
I've ran into some white people.
That's not because of the voice. That's because of certain words or inflections that people say. It's not necessarily the tone of the voice.
That's fair. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, for example, if you heard me on the phone, the way I talk normally, I say things like okie dokie and alrighty and all. I say shit like that all the time.
And your name's
stereotypically, white people say that. I'm not gonna lie. I got that from a lot of white
Flanders
people. But if you just heard my voice and I was like, yo, man, all these niggas out here, they be doing this and that. Or if I was rapping or some shit, you wouldn't really know until you saw what I looked like. You see what I'm saying?
That's why he don't rap.
You might assume, but you wouldn't really know. So you'd be like, I'm a little confused. I'm guessing that this is a white guy. Oh shit, he's a nigga. Like, it'd be like that. So, but yeah, I just think it's crazy because for the longest time we've had Family Guy, and as we all know, Cleveland was voiced by a white man. Nobody had a problem with that.
None.
Wait, time out. Cleveland's voiced by a white guy?
Are you being serious?
No, you serious? This man cat.
My bad.
Okay.
You for real?
No, I'm fucking with you.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. Got my ass, bro.
History 101 with Japanimir. But yeah, and nobody had a problem with that. It wasn't a problem.
Right.
I will say that started getting kind of weird though, like with the BoJack Horseman voice actress wanting to step away from being the Asian girl, the Asian character on the show. I'm like, again, these are not real Asian people on the show. This is a cartoon character. The voice doesn't mean anything. Same with people are trying to get the girl who plays Missy on what's it called? Big Mouth. They were trying to get her off the show too. And it's like one Missy is a half white, half black character. So if you want to have a problem with them playing a voice, they either better be white or black. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a wild concept to me that people have a problem with certain characters being voiced by other people. Like you got Kratos from God of War voiced by a black dude.
Yep.
Nobody had a problem with that until they found out that it was a black guy. Then you have people like,
he killed that shit.
He's not a Spartan. Spartans weren't black. You know how dark those motherfuckers were back then? All the sun they got, you wouldn't even know. You'd be confused the shit. You'd be like, huh?
Facts. You know, Greeks, Italians, how many African features they have on their face and bodies? Like, because mixed and mingled. Like,
what
back then, race wasn't a thing either.
Went through there too.
Yeah, it was nationalism.
It was more nationalism. There's no nationalism.
I would honestly prefer if we went back to that type of mindset. If we could erase racism and just replace it with nationalism, that would be better because it won't matter.
That's dangerous too. That's dangerous too.
I'd rather pick an evil. I'd rather pick an evil.
Let him get his point out.
I'd rather pick an evil that we all could benefit from, rather than this evil where I come this country. You know what I'm saying? I come from Haiti. Right. I came from a privileged life in Haiti. You know, I wasn't eating mud pies or all that bullshit the media over here talking about.
Some of them mud pies be bad.
Nigga, shut up.
I used to make mud pies
with cream on it and stuff.
I ain't no problem with no mud pie.
But no, I come from a privileged life. I came from a privileged life back home in Haiti. You feel me? And coming here, I'm like, damn, I gotta start from ground zero over here, shit, just because I'm black. Like, no matter how good I am, no matter I have to be a million times better than fucking Tom over there, just because I'm black. Back home in Haiti, if I'm a million times better than Tom, I'm a fucking million times better than Tom. Like, it don't fucking matter. Like, if I could do the work better, I'll get the better pay and everything like that. So I much rather have that nationalism, because you'll see Chinese Haitians, white Haitians, but we call them Haitians. And it is more prevalent in our history too. When we won our independence, everybody on the island was declared a Haitian who wasn't a colonizer, as in who wasn't fighting against us. And they fought with us, the German missionaries, Polish missionaries, Austrian missionaries, I can never say it. Austrian missionaries. They literally, they're really not Austrian. They literally came in and just got into the community. They were called Haitians. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't, that's that Austrian over there. You're black.
So essentially, Jordan, what he's pretty much saying is, like, imagine if in America, instead of us being African American or Black Americans, we were just all Americans.
Just American.
That's the level of nationalism he's talking about.
I mean, I understand what he's saying, and I see the benefit of it, and it's way better than racism. But I just wish that we could just, at this point in terms of globalization, with how the world is going, I wish we could just throw some of this shit away, because in all honesty, But I understand what you're saying, Franz.
If you're part of Illuminati, bro, just let me know, bro. If you're part of Illuminati, bro.
I'm just saying it always breeds a sect of extremists, and that always brings around hate. And they always
I just heard from the Illuminati, you got about 5 minutes to get out of your house, bro.
Oh shit!
No,
FBI, open up.
Yo, that'd be crazy. Bro, they just kicked out your door. You have like a green screen in the background right now.
You can't even see what's going on.
Can't even see what's going
on. Every second, like,
you just see like a hand come, and it's just like.
Like, yo, what's so many people moving in the background?
But see, here's the problem. Here's the problem with all the racism in the nerd community, right? And I've been on TikTok big about it. I'm sure Frost has seen some of my videos, and I say this exact same thing, and I'm gonna say it right now. It makes no sense to be racist and a nerd, because most of the things in the nerddom that we watch, Star Wars, animes, cartoons, all of those things generally tell you, if you're a racist, you're about to get fucked up. Like, they don't play that shit. There's not a single really hardcore racist main character. Now, some people make the argument for Eren, but, like, I don't know about that, because that's a little deeper than that. But in general, if, like, characters like Frieza got dog walked for a whole hour after calling monkeys. He got dog walked by the supreme monkey, essentially, right? So like, what does that do? It doesn't do anything for you to be racist. You have no place in the nerddom. You don't have a place in these nerd communities, because you are the antithesis of a nerd. The whole struggle of a nerd was to, be accepted by everybody, because nerds weren't. If you go back to the 80s, people used to throw bricks at you for being a nerd. Like, people would beat you the fuck up for being a nerd. Like, oh, you like that Star Wars?
I had to fight in high school for that shit. Like, I used to have my
I was getting called gay. I was getting called the F word for that term. I was getting called that. I was getting called a lot just for being into like Outlaw Star and Pokemon and stuff. And I'm like,
bro, oh my goodness, it don't make no damn sense.
So I had to. So, like, it's just crazy that we all have that shared experience. Black nerds, white nerds, Asian nerds, Spanish nerds. We all have that same shared experience. Native nerds, we all have that same shared experience. So to have that, you should at least have some level of understanding of what oppression might be like for somebody who does not look like you.
Yeah. But it's hard. It's it's hard when you're white. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say that it's hard when you're white.
It's so difficult.
It's so difficult to understand what it is. Like, I mean, it's hard.
But the crazy part is, but yet we can sit here with these 10% racist people in these nerd cultures, and we'll watch an anime like One Piece, and they will feel horrible for the fishmen.
Bro, what? No fact.
they will feel horrible. They'll be like, gosh, I just don't understand why they would treat these fishermen like this. Oh, well, this kind of happened to, this is also what happened to African Americans for, 400 years. Shut up! You should just get the fuck over it. Oh my God, if you don't like this country, then fucking leave. God damn it. It's like, what? Well, then the fishermen should just fucking leave the planet, right? Yeah. No, that's different. It's not the same. Okay.
Same people love them, be pissed off because Usopp is black.
Bro, what?
Oh yeah.
When I found out,
that was a realization for me.
Bonkers, dog.
Like, how you mad about that? Like,
how do y'all feel about that though? I know on TikTok, me and Frost see this a lot. Like, a lot of people are against the Sambo lips or the donut lips, we should probably call them. And I mean, me personally, I do have a slight problem with it. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't. You go, and then I'll go.
Let me ask you: do you think it's retconning at all?
If they were to get rid of Usopp's lips?
No. Retconning that they came out and said he's black, because like when I watched it as a kid, I just thought he was like maybe Spanish.
Well, so here's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah,
I thought he was Spanish.
Here's the thing. He never
he
said
could have been Dominican, what I'm saying?
He never said black. He said that if Usopp was a person, he would be from Africa, but most likely from South Africa. And as somebody who's been to South Africa, that could be anybody. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's like saying he's not black, but he's from America. It's the same shit. Like that could be anybody. Like, you could be any person of color. But the lips thing, I understand why people have a problem with it. I understand it. I showed it to my mom. She was like, at first she was like, oh, but then she was like, oh, well, those aren't Sambo lips. They match his skin tone. He just has big lips. And my mom is somebody who grew up, relatively during the civil rights movement. So she experienced a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? She was at least 12. She was 12 when all that was going on. So she experienced a lot of that shit and saw the caricatures, all of that. And if she can distinguish that the Sambo lips are not vastly different, but are different enough for these donut lips, then yeah. Because they're also not just on black people. Now, if he drew all of his black people like that, I would really question it then. I'd be like, okay, hey, Oda, what you doing here, man? I like the anime, but this is too much, Oda. I need you to dial it back. Gomu, no retreat. You feel me? But yeah, but on TikTok there is a lot of controversy around that, and I think a lot of it's valid. I think it's valid on both sides. I think the people saying, well, hey, it's not that bad. It could be way worse. That's very true. It's also valid that obviously they probably did get that from the Sambo lips. I'm not denying that. Like, to deny that outwardly would be insane, because you also got to look at it. They're not American. So a lot of the stuff that they see, it'd be the same thing as us going over to Japan right now and thinking everything is anime as fuck, right? So they see these racist caricatures. Hold on. They see these racist caricatures, these things like that back in the 50s and the 60s, France, right? And so they see all these things. They don't necessarily know everything. It's not like they're getting the news from over here back then. We barely got news from over there over here back then. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's not like they're seeing the civil rights movement actually happen. You see what I'm saying? They're not seeing the play-by-play. They're not seeing how it actually affects black people. They just think, oh, that's how black people are supposed to be drawn. I'm not saying that's okay. You need to do your research, but, I can understand it. That's all I'm saying on that.
Japan is a beautiful nation. That's all I gotta say.
No, Japan's fucking dope.
Fucking dope.
I love how
Okinawa.
I love how you can literally leave your laptop just out in public and no one's gonna take it.
Yeah, because they actually fear the police, and the police actually do their job.
So unless you're foreign. If you're foreign and you get in trouble with the police, you're fucked.
Oh no,
that's anywhere though. That's anywhere.
True.
That ain't just Japan.
That's true. But Japan though, there's horror stories like
like
you don't even have to do anything. You could accidentally bump into somebody. Oh, this foreigner struck me, and the next thing you know, you're in jail for like 34 hours. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm not shitting on Japan. I'm just saying that's how that goes. But yeah. So but to continue, has anybody here seen anything new, anything crazy that y'all want to talk about?
Anime wise, or just
anything,
shows in general?
Shows, TV,
about
movies.
The Boys. Y'all been watching The Boys?
I am not. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I have seen episode 1 and 2. I am not caught up. I watch it with my cousin, So
what season?
3.
Huh?
No,
the new
they're
season?
on 5. They're on 5 now.
What?
Oh,
they're on season 3, aren't they?
Oh no, they're on season 3, episode 5.
Yeah. I'm 3 episodes behind.
Like, I'm like,
I was saying,
I
wait.
was like, unless we're counting that,
I told you he's part of the Illuminati.
Illuminati confirmed right there.
Okay.
Time machine.
Oh shit! No.
Cyclops.
But no, the boys been really, oh man, because they start touching on yeah, you guys are familiar with A Train, right?
Yeah.
A Train.
Yeah.
And how spoiler alert, anybody who ain't watch it yet, watch the new season yet. Basically, he's changing his image and he's going more African style.
He's also powerless too.
That shit's funny.
He also can't use his powers or he'll kill himself because of all the drugs.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because all the drugs he used. Spoiler. Yeah. He can't really run at full speed or use his powers on a consistent basis like he used to, or he's gonna have a heart attack. His heart is gonna explode. But it's just funny how for him to get his popularity back, not only is he sucking Captain Titty Milk over there. Yeah, we call him Homeland, but he's Titty Milk over there. Titty Milk. Because remember, the first season, he was all about the titty milk.
Oh,
So wait. Hold on. If he's Captain Titty Milk, right?
Yeah.
Would that make him akin to Titty Boy?
No.
Stop. 2 Chainz.
Oh my God.
Titty Boy.
It's bedtime for you.
Hey, low key, he like I would tell y'all this, right? Everybody knows how much I fucking love 2 Chainz. Like it is insane. I love that man. He is literally on my top 3 of rappers. Like my rapper list is all types of jacked up. Like it ain't got nothing to do with who trendsetted, who started the shit. I ain't even got them niggas on my list. I ain't even gonna lie. My list is
3 favorite.
Okay, Childish Gambino.
Damn.
B.O.B.
Not a rapper anymore.
Yeah, he's not a rapper anymore, but he's still one of my
favorites. Neither is B.O.B. apparently.
B.O.B. is not really a rapper either. But then Titty Boy. 2 Chainz. Mainly because all of his one-liners are hilarious as fuck. Okay.
He's also been working hard for a long time, dude.
Yeah.
For a long time.
He's been producing music for a long time.
He's great. I
came up like Ye.
I'd still put him above Ye. That's just me.
No, I say he came up like Ye.
Don't compare him to Kanye. Yeah. I just can't stand Kanye.
Come on. I don't want to have this is not a Kanye podcast. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, he was producing music and then got his chance.
I mean, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong.
That's all I'm saying.
Why you had to bring Kanye up? That's all I'm saying.
Because Kanye a monster. Old Kanye.
Yeah, he was a monster.
Old Kanye was a beast.
Even Kanye, as a producer, is still pushing the boundary on production.
It's a beast too,
in my opinion.
Yeah, like he's a beast all around.
Like,
nothing has topped My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but it's still.
That's literally one of my favorite albums by him, and my favorite song on that album is "Lost in the World" with Bon Iver. Oh my god. Yeah. That shit makes me cry every time I hear it. I can't. I cry and have to dance. Like I can't.
You ever watch the weird movie to it? The weird 40-minute movie to it?
That shit was strange.
It was so strange, but it was so dope. I played that shit over and over again. It was so cool.
Have any of y'all seen the new Dragon Ball movie, the Super movie?
No, I'm waiting till it's dubbed.
I've been seeing clips of it and everything like that. Sharing spoilers, but I ain't seen
people
it.
Are
spoiler
so
alert!
Mad about the very spoiler alert. End.
Gohan gets a new form, and people hate
that.
No, that ain't the part that people hate the most. Spoiler alert! The very end, you see Goku and Vegeta boxing. Oh,
I'm done. Nah.
You better mute us.
Trying to hear.
You better mute us.
Hey, you better mute us, dog.
You better mute us. Wait, hold on, Frost. That's so unfair for you to say. When Frost had to sit here and listen to spoilers from fucking The Boy.
Hey, he could have played it. But he didn't. He said at the very end of the movie. Bro, that's the whole point. I'm watching this shit.
Well, no, it's after credits. This is after credits.
After credits.
Oh, okay.
After credits scene, kind of like how Marvel and DC do their movies. You see a fight between Goku and Vegeta knocks Goku on his ass. They're both exhausted, they're tired, but Vegeta finally wins, and everybody's like, well, they were sparring. They weren't going full force. They were in base form. And I gotta remind people, like, y'all understand that every Super Saiyan transformation is just a multiplier of your base form. So if he's stronger in base form and he goes Super Saiyan 1, then what does that mean? Oh, he wasn't going. See, I'm like, yo, they're not real. He was written that way. Take your L. It is what it is. People are mad.
My question is, do you think that Vegeta is actually stronger, or do you think Vegeta is a better fighter?
He's a better fighter.
No,
I think they write it so that their power levels are, because the whole point is that when you fight somebody stronger, you have to rise above. That's how a Saiyan it works. And so they both like take turns in being stronger. Like when Vegeta got Super Saiyan 2 and then he got the Majin form, I think he was stronger than Goku at that point.
He
knocked him out.
Yeah. He was much stronger.
Yeah, he knocked that nigga unconscious. Yeah.
When it comes to Goku and Vegeta, as far as power wise, it's way stronger than Goku. But Goku has just been trained in because you got to remember, Goku's been trained in martial arts all his life. So it's like me and you fighting. Go ahead.
So has Vegeta though, but not Earth martial arts, but Saiyan martial arts.
Same here's my thing on that. We never really actually see the type of training that Saiyans go through. It's not in the manga. It's not in anything. It's not even in fan-made shit. There is literally no reason. And then the training that they get is they get taken to the planet.
Yeah,
and then they just survive. They just so happen to be stronger than everybody on the planets that they're dropping them on. And it's not even about destroying the planet. It's about conquering the planet.
And then once... I was gonna say, the only time we even get a remote taste of what Vegeta trains is when he was younger. I can't remember if this was in a Frieza movie or where it was.
I think it was in the Bardock movie, right?
It might have been, but we see Kid Vegeta, and he's like, Frieza, I'm tired of fighting these damn Cybermen. I want a real assignment, and that's the only training he gets. He goes into a room with a Cyberman, and he just like pew pew, and then the Cyberman's like and it's dead. But he's like, I want a real assignment, Frieza. Everybody's like, oh my god, I can't believe you're talking to Frieza like that. Frieza's like, no, it's fine. He's my pet monkey. But that's basically how I guess the only thing we hear about Vegeta's training. So we don't know about like saying martial arts or any of that. Only thing we hear is that he's been trained. So that's why I say when it comes to like fighting, Vegeta's stronger as a powerhouse. Goku is more skilled and he's better. He's a better fighter as far as his martial arts goes.
Would you say Vegeta is a brawler and Goku is a fighter?
Now here's my thing. Vegeta, I can kind of agree with that, but I also think Vegeta's more. I think Vegeta's more agile than Goku, and the reason that I say that is because not even just that, but
not just that.
What's up, Tiffany?
Oh, that's good.
Jordan says, "What's up?" She says, "Hey, y'all."
I thought you said
you're blurred. You're blurred. You're good. You're good. I know you don't want to be. You're gonna be on the episode now. Hey, yeah, that's right. My girlfriend is of the blurred species.
That's right.
So whenever
Amir has a girlfriend and you don't, how do you feel?
I think
how
bitches.
Do you feel?
I think bitches.
How do you feel?
Not gonna lie, I thought the Illuminati was after you at first. I was like, somebody creeped on the side. I was like, he said that.
Oh shit.
Yo. Go ahead. Let's go back to
it was Broly movie. Vegeta was doing. Did you see those like kicks Vegeta was doing? Vegeta was like 1 minute up here, literally would duck, do like a spin around, do some weird flip shit, and then kick you in the head. Like, bro. Vegeta. I think Vegeta is just a better fighter. I think Vegeta has. I would say Vegeta has a better. Technique. I think he has a higher battle IQ, and I think that's because he has fought more than Goku has. But Goku typically fights stronger things than Vegeta has typically.
Vegeta's more of, I would say,
he's a tactician.
He's a bulldozer. Like he thinks about it and he bulldozes straight through the rock. Goku is the person that will weave all around the rock to whittle it down enough to where he can break it. That makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Which is why they're like the perfect, like, rivalship, because it's like, okay, Vegeta knows he can't just bulldoze over Goku because Goku can read Vegeta. Same with Goku Vegeta being able to read Goku. So it's really hard for them to like do that. But I think it's really great that Vegeta finally got his win. He finally got it, right? But we all know that ain't gonna last for long because Goku still lose.
I mean, in the manga though, didn't Vegeta get a god form that's like?
Yes, he has Ultra Ego. Ultra Ego is like the exact opposite of Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is all about dodging, counterattacking, and just being quick and precise. Ultra Ego is all about, I'm gonna take these blows, and the more you hit me, it's full counter. It's literally full counter as an entire form. The more you hit me, the stronger I'm gonna get.
Because it's like a god of destruction power versus the angel power that Ultra Instinct is, right?
Right, pretty much.
Now, if they keep Broly actually relevant, which I don't think they're gonna do, but if they end up doing that, one, here's what I would hope. I hope that Broly gets Super Saiyan 4. I hope he gets that. He deserves it. He fucking deserves it because he's the only Saiyan right now with the tail. He still has his fucking tail, and that's the only way he can become Super Saiyan 4. So there's that. And then I think that if he got God Ki on top of that, he'll have like Ultra Ego Super Saiyan 4, which would be fucking insane.
Now
we talking about 20 years down the road because they like to piecemeal this shit. This shit is gonna take forever.
Let me write this shit.
Well, it might not.
Let me write this
shit. Pick me.
Now, if y'all think about it, it actually might not, because I actually made a video about this. But the way it's been being set up, they're lining it up for Broly to get something that's Super Saiyan 4. Like, we already saw Goku get Ultra Instinct, which is like perfect for Goku in the way he fights. We saw Ultra Ego for Vegeta, which is perfect for the way he fights. And the way they're setting up Broly, like how they previewed Kefla and Kale, not Kale, how they previewed Kefla and the Kale's the big Broly, big bulky bitch, right?
The Broly multiverse.
How they previewed her, and then how they showed off Broly. Broly's nothing but pure instinct and rage, and that's exactly what the Super Saiyan 4 form was. It's like you transform to the Giant Ozaru, which is nothing but pure monkey, anger, rage, and instinct, and you learn to control it. They're going to give Broly a Super Saiyan 4-like form, which is going to revolve around his tail and his primal instincts. They're going to do it, and it's going to be something.
Damn.
They fucking better. Because you know what's crazy? Because Akira Toriyama literally quoted, I'm quoting him right here. He said he was jealous that he didn't think of Super Saiyan 4. He literally said that for GT. So it's like, you got to think. You got to think. Now they're pulling all this other shit out their ass.
And he liked GT too.
He liked GT.
He did. He
thought it was great.
Unlike a lot of the fans.
GT was fucking amazing.
I love GT. I love GT. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
People don't like GT because it's not canon. That's why they don't like GT.
Right.
Okay.
If you think about it, like Piccolo got it. I can't spoil it. Spoilers. 2 other people got a new form in the Dragon Ball movie.
What?
One was Gohan.
You gotta drop the link when this is over. You gotta drop
Final Gohan. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm going through YouTube whenever all the streams about it.
Where's my
video? And
it was supposed to be Piccolo, but instead I got. Wait, it won't show up. It won't show up. I got Kami for Christmas, but it's supposed to be.
That's pretty dope. That's a dope Funko Pop. That's cool. But Jordan. So on TikTok, I did another yelling video because there's a lot of controversy over Gohan's new form because it's a reskin of Super Saiyan 2, but he's got red eyes now.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you anything else. I'm not going to tell you how.
I understand. Like it's okay. It's okay. I'm still going to enjoy this shit.
Yeah, no. It's dope. It's dope. Yeah. So, and a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's just a reskin. I wish they would come up with something original, which is so fucking stupid to say because there's only so many directions they can go, right?
But Super Saiyan Blue versus Red or God is like, that's a reskin.
Exactly. My thing with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. My thing is with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, everybody keeps talking about how the final form, his hair looks ridiculous. But that's because the animation style they went with this fucking movie is trash. Yeah, that's the only reason that shit looks ass.
That 3D style is bullshit.
That shit. That
is
shit
it really?
It
doesn't play well with the fights.
It's bad. Yeah. You know what I mean? It plays well. It goes well with the fights. I mean, it works, but it's still ass. I mean, it doesn't.
Well, but it's expensive for them to animate these things, man.
They got the fucking money. They got the fucking money.
It takes a long time.
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
A long fucking time.
Because I'll tell you what happened. The animation studio wasn't it Toei that did the? No. It wasn't Toei. It was whoever did. Oh, that was Toei, because Toei does One Piece, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe so.
I think Toei does One Piece.
Google
it real quick, so I'm not wrong on this. So I'm about to make my point here.
Go.
Who animates One Piece?
And then also look up who animated the Dragon Ball's Broly movie, because I think it's the same people.
The same guys?
I think so.
Yep, Toei.
So Toei does One Piece. So who did the Broly movie? I could be wrong, but I remember seeing something about it though.
Who animated the Broly movie? Let's see.
Oh, the scene got changed. That's weird.
It's not.
It's not.
I'm just seeing a bunch of crap about people who wrote it. They're not telling. What am I coming back to?
I don't know. It got
did
weird.
Did it change back? My bad.
No.
My bad. That was
Jordan done messed it all up.
Messed shit up.
He didn't put us out here in the woods.
I can edit it out.
Damn well.
Let me
nah, don't even worry about editing it out. It happens.
Nah, we here now.
Nah, it's fine.
You know, people of our skin tone don't go out in the woods. What's wrong with you?
Hey, man.
Okay, but I know there was so I guess what I had read was that there is a big chunk, not a chunk, but a couple of key people from Toei also worked on the Dragon Ball Broly movie. And so they wanted to go with that animation, but then One Piece started like fucking getting high up in their episodes. And so then Toei was like, nah, we can't give you any of them. Sorry. So they kept using them. So that's why they had to go with a different animation style. I remember reading something like that. Now, whether or not that's true.
It's a movie. Movies make bank on one. That's. But I mean, I guess that's Japanese mindset is to like, you know, it's not like Americans would be like, oh, pump all the money into the movie, fuck the episodes. You know what I'm saying? But that's good that they, you know, for y'all people that are still watching One Piece 1,000 episodes later, you know, that's good for y'all. So.
But okay, so
why you gotta say it like that?
So here's it like that. Wait, hold on. I still gotta talk about this.
Bro, that's a journey, bro. That's a journey.
This transformation.
That's a journey I'll take one day, maybe when I get old. You know, I have nothing to do.
Stop being a wuss and just.
But I'll just watch the clips from now on, and I'll let Amir tell me what's going on.
Man, look, I started One Piece in July of last year, and I caught up already.
Oh shit! I've been watching it for 10 years. That shit, bro. I've been watching it for 10 years, bro. And I cut up. I stopped for like 2 years, and I tried to go back, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't know.
Oh yeah, see, that's why you screwed up at.
Yeah.
20 years of my life, I have watched One Piece. And for 20 years.
Yes.
Anyway, so with Gohan's new form, Jordan, the people are complaining because it looks just like Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 form. And remember when Gohan was a kid and he went Super Saiyan 2? Remember how ridiculous his hair looked, how big it was?
That shit was dope, though. That shit was dope.
So they kept that. Dope. They kept that now. So his hair is still ridiculous, even though he's now an adult. But it just looks really bad in that animation style, and people just can't wrap their heads around it. Like if we see Final Gohan and Super, it's gonna look fucking fire. So I don't know why everybody's complaining. People are just stupid.
People are complaining because it's not the way they wanted Gohan to rise to power. And honestly, I'm upset about that too, because not like working hard. Like he's a fucking Saiyan. Goku and Vegeta worked their asses out. Hell, Goten and Trunks, they trained with each other. Goten got beat up by Chi-Chi a bunch of times to turn into a Super Saiyan. And Gohan's like, well, I'm going to train a little bit, and then I'm going to go to Applebee's by the time I come back, you know.
But again, remember, they said his one, on top of that, Gohan already had the most potential before his potential was unlocked. Then it was unlocked. We don't really know. I mean, I'll put it like this. In terms of the story, we don't really know what that means to have your potential unlocked. So that means we don't know. He could do something for a day, and the next thing we know, master it and just go far and beyond. So that's why I think it's okay. But like even that for me sounds like a cop out. You see what I'm saying? So I'm erring on your side, Frost, there. But I still think because of the fact that his potential is unlocked and he already had the biggest growth for potential, I just got to say, like, anything could come out of left field for Gohan. And I think that even him being able to, even him training for 4 months and being on Goku's level in Super Saiyan Blue to keep up with that, that's crazy, too.
He's already caught up with him due to the whole, like, Super movie.
Because he's already,
like, is the Tournament of Power like? Is this post? Is it all canon?
This is before the Tournament of Power.
Oh, then
the movie?
Yeah. But no, it's either before the Tournament of Power or right after. But
I think it's right after.
It's before the Broly movie.
And then I believe they bring some type of Cell back. I believe something like that.
Yeah.
I did see the Red Ribbon Army stuff, which I really like because I really like Dragon Ball. That was a dope show to me.
I was wishing they actually just brought the real Cell back. Like that's my boy. That's my favorite character. Besides,
if you brought Frieza back, my thing is, if you're gonna bring Frieza back, you might as well bring Cell back. They brought Boo back. They brought Frieza back. But y'all not gonna bring Cell back? The one dude who wasn't really evil.
They did bring Cell back for one movie.
That was in GT, wasn't it?
No, they brought him for a movie.
They brought him for a movie. No, they brought him for a movie.
that they brought him back.
No,
he was dead. He was dead.
He was dead
in the underworld or whatever with Frieza and the
that's with PyCon and all them. No, we're talking like back to life.
We're talking like back to life.
They're not bringing Cell back to life because Cell would be too strong. If you think about it, he has Frieza cells. Frieza trained for like 6 months and called it the Super Saiyan, and he has Saiyan cells. So Cell trains, and he's surpassing everybody. And then it's just gonna be like, well, I'm Cell, I'm here, I rule the world, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And
imagine if Cell would have snuck up on Jiren though. Whoa!
Bro, I would have loved to see that. I'm not even sneak up because Cells, he has Vegeta cells. Walk up on that man like, yeah, you know what time it is. Put them hands up.
Right.
But that would have been an amazing fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should have brought. I still say they should bring back Cell. You can still inhibit him because right now he's perfect Cell. So what's beyond perfect? See what I'm saying?
Golden perfect.
Gohan.
Like season.
Gohan. What's beyond perfect? Gohan.
Final Cell.
Yeah.
I am the last Cell.
Unlocked potential Cell.
Unlocked final Cell. Super
Golden Cell. Golden Cell.
Golden or Zaru Cell.
Golden perfect Cell. God damn.
Golden perfect God Key Ultra times 3 Cell.
KO King times 1,000 Cell.
Nucleus.
Do you think they're ever gonna end
Nuclear Cell?
Nucleus.
Do you think they're ever gonna end Dragon Ball? Like the series, the franchise ever?
Oh no.
They're gonna end that shit. They're gonna have to. I think they're gonna have to make it so that Vegeta and Goku go away, and then everything else is left up to Goten, like the rest of the younger Z fighters. So like Goten, Trunks, Bulla, Pan, Oob, they're gonna have to leave it to them because they can't just keep making it so that Goku and Vegeta protect everybody forever. That is starting to get lame.
I think what's gonna happen. I think what's gonna end up happening. So here's my problem. To me, it doesn't make sense that Goku would become an angel, which is where they're kind of headed. Like you can kind of tell that's where they're going. The white hair, all of that shit. It's looking like it's headed that direction, which is weird for me because Goku always wants to fight people, and the angels can't just fight anybody. Vegeta as a god of destruction does make sense, but I think it would fit Goku a little more. The only reason I say that is because you can fight as a god of destruction if you have to fight somebody who is a big enough threat. So
I got you.
Okay, yeah.
They're not gonna do that because it would be against Vegeta's. It will be against Vegeta and Goku's MO. I think they're leaning more towards is that either Vegeta becoming the god of destruction and Goku becoming his Kai. Because there's no rules or no laws. If Goku became a god of destruction, he's not about that destruction life, and you absolutely have to destroy to be able to be a god of destruction. But we all know that Kai is create, and Goku is about maintaining peace as long as he can box or fight whatever he wants, and they can fight each other anytime there's no laws against a Kai and this god of destruction fighting. And that way we know that Goku and Vegeta will be together forever because if Vegeta dies, Goku dies. If Goku dies, Vegeta dies. So that's going to be a way of them always fighting if there's ever a threat. And also everybody gets what they want. Boom. He has to be a Kai. He can't be an angel because Goku's going to be like, no, I can't fight.
True.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
That way they could leave everything.
Told you, Frost is my go-to Dragon Ball guy.
They could leave the saving to Gohan, Goten, Trunks, and all them.
Very true.
So yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's a really good theory on that.
Destruction,
I like that.
No step in, but yeah.
Because see that my thing is. So what are we gonna get? We're gonna get the Boruto version of Dragon Ball then.
I hope not.
No, but it's not Boruto though. It's not Boruto. Don't do that. Don't put that.
Boruto wasn't even supposed to exist, dog.
So
All right, here's my theory.
Yo,
remember how at the end of Naruto, like they were just breaking out the Infinite Tsukuyomi?
Mm-hmm.
I put together a lot of stuff. This has never happened in anime ever. Naruto ended in less than 3 weeks. Boruto began. I honestly feel like that Boruto was supposed to be there, but if it flopped, they were gonna erase Boruto and make it seem like Sasuke was saving Naruto from the Infinite Tsukuyomi. So all of that was just a dream.
Oh.
Mind blown, right?
Whoa.
Huh. I fucking believe that shit.
You know what? You know what? That would have worked. That would have worked.
It would have worked.
That would have worked.
Naruto's just dreaming that he's got this kid that's out here fucking fighting. Bro, I hope they do. I hope they do that shit.
He's over here dreaming.
They won't. Boruto is a money printer.
It ain't got too popular now, but if it would have flopped, best believe Sasuke would have been cutting the thing open. Like, all right, Naruto, come on, he's still alive. And I'm like, whoa, what? You still got an arm? What's going on? Like, yeah, you was dreaming.
How do y'all feel? I know, because me and Frost debate people all the time on TikTok, so we're used to talking about this. But how do y'all feel about Kaguya's introduction into Shippuden? Because she popped up right after Madara, so that's why I'm asking.
I mean, the whole Naruto.
It got really quiet there. I don't know why y'all got quiet on it.
Well, because it's been a while. I'm gonna be honest. It's been a while, and that last part of Naruto was a real disappointment in my opinion. So I've never revisited.
It's a shared opinion over here.
Not once. So I mean, with Naruto, it's always another big bad coming up. And they do a real good job of stringing them along. From one big bad to another one. That's one thing the show does right. And so, I mean, it didn't surprise me at all. And I mean, it leads to what's going on in Boruto, which that story is not the worst thing ever, but the show is trash, but it's not the worst thing ever.
Show is so bad. It's so bad.
We went from ninjas to fucking space.
I just feel as though it should have ended with Madara. That's how I feel. It should have just ended. That should have been the last thing that they did. And then if they wanted to do Boruto, it should have taken place way later.
Naruto's descended or something.
The sad thing about it is they're working on another manga project. What's his name? Kishimoto. He's working on another manga. The manga is really good. The manga is decent. I wish I could pull it up.
Or Boruto?
No, that's not Naruto or Boruto.
How you find this information out, Illuminati?
No,
right?
It's up. Hey. It's up. I can go look for it right now and pull it up on my phone.
I'm scanning. I'm scanning for it.
I mean, I could be wrong.
Nothing, huh?
I could be wrong.
I didn't find
anything.
I'm
almost positive. It's that there's another manga that's out already.
All I'm gonna say is, bro, you can't be out here giving false information connected to me, and Frost's name here. We can't have that.
Call me out if I'm wrong on the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the anime TikTok. They can't come for me. They
come for me, though.
They'll come for you.
Yeah, they'll come for you, bro. We got it. We got you. We got you. Okay. Any new animes anybody's watching?
Yo, Shield, the Rising of Shield Hero Season 2 is lit, dog.
It's lit.
I'm enjoying it.
Fuck.
I think Jordan had some.
Samurai 8. Samurai 8. That's what it's called. The Tale of Hachimaru.
I thought that was wasn't he already working on that though?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying that was post Naruto.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I know about Samurai.
Samurai 8 is good, man. It's
I thought you were saying that he was currently working on something like.
Oh no.
That's what I was like. What? I don't think that's true. But okay, yeah.
No. Yeah. And I'd rather watch a show on that.
You're valid.
I'd rather watch a show on that than I would rather watch Boruto.
Speaking of Samurai 8, how'd y'all feel about that anime Samurai 7? Did y'all watch that?
Nope. No. I ain't heard of it. It's the first time hearing about it.
Yep.
I watched the first couple episodes.
Wait, Frost, do you like mech animes, Frost?
Bro.
Yes.
Okay. It's a mech anime with samurais.
Okay.
Yep. There's 7 samurais. And they're like, it's really dope. It's really dope. It's fucking dope. I love it. I gotta watch it again, but it's dope. Okay. So yeah, Rise of the Shield Hero 2. I haven't finished it yet, or I'm not caught up with it all the way. I'm still like 3 or 4 episodes behind where it's at.
Has the season finished yet?
No, we're not even close to finishing. But this latest episode is crazy.
What episode are they on now?
Until the season finishes
I think 5 or 6.
So
I feel like it has a tendency to drop off, and so I'm just waiting until it finishes. Because I watched episode 3 or 4, and I was like, man, this shit is boring as hell with the turtle and shit. And then
they're on episode 11.
Bro.
Oh, okay. I'm like
you're not even touching the surface yet,
bro. Yeah, you gotta wait till after they. I don't want to spoil anything.
I mean, I know it's no. You can spoil it. I know it's gonna be good. I'm just waiting.
Spoiler alert! After they kill the turtle, shit gets real.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I saw them kill the turtle. I saw them kill the turtle.
Raptalia is that.
Yo, you talking about the episode last episode? Where she got the sword?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I gotta watch that shit.
Yes.
Today.
You got a katana, bro. You got the katana, bro.
Hey. Japan Amir, you know them old school samurai animes where somebody just runs, or how Zoro does people. He runs, he dashes through you, and then he sheaths his katana. And like, yeah, you already dead. Like, Omaiwa, Shinderu.
Oh my.
She pulls one of those, dog. She turns around like, hey, she say,
don't little move. Baby Raptalia.
Yo, she said, don't move or you die.
Don't move or you die.
Bro. And niggas stood there. He was like, all right, hold on. She right. If I move, she right.
Like, what if that's how that actually happens, right? Like, they slice you up so fast. And like, listen, as long as you stay in this spot, you'll stay alive. And then as soon as you move, all your muscles shift. So
and you're looking apart. Like Coming to America with the one chick hopping for 20 years.
Hey, but spoilers, the episode after that, the dude who she cut got pissed off and he moved and his body split in half.
Oh,
like you got cut in half and you stood there for a whole episode.
That's not even, to me. That's not even a spoiler. That's just like some Raptalia appreciation. She deserved that shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we call side character development right there. Like that shit.
Hey, let me say this though. Let me say this. So you were saying that I'm just barely getting on the surface of it. And like, me dropping off, like I don't understand that. But like the My Anime List rating for that show has plummeted.
I don't read ratings. I hate rating ratings.
You don't read ratings?
It's been so many anime they've rated like a 1 or a 2, and they're fucking phenomenal to me. So.
Oh wow.
Oh. Speaking of which, have y'all heard of that French anime Dreamland?
No.
Or French manga. So there's a French manga called Dreamland. Seventh Finger Man on TikTok talks about it a lot, Frost. It just got announced that they're about to get an anime for that. And the cool thing about that manga is like anything that you dream is it's like in a whole alternate reality. And so it's about these guys that are like in there. That's pretty much my basic knowledge of it. I am not the best to talk about that anime, but I will say I love that concept. And that last French anime that was on Netflix that I watched with the little fox guy, that shit's fucking fire. So that shit was good. I know this shit's about to be good.
So you say anything you dream in that anime basically becomes reality?
Pretty much.
Boy, from what I can, that's dope. Ooh, I had some fun in that anime.
I think there's some more rules. I think there's some rules and caveats to it. But next time you're on TikTok, ask Seventh Finger Man about it.
Okay.
The white dude with 7 fingers. He cool as shit. He's got 7 fingers.
They got 20 volumes already.
I know, it's dope.
Yeah.
It's real dope. It's like I think it's like, what's it called? Like Wakfu or some shit like that. I don't know if y'all have seen that one. It's French. It's on
Amazon and order me some right now.
But yeah. Oh, how do y'all feel about isekai animes?
I'm tired of them.
That's my shit. They're getting worn out, especially.
No, they're not. That's my shit.
I'm telling you right now.
The video game isekai anime, I feel like are getting worn out. You get reincarnated into like a video game world. That's just worn out, bro.
Okay, what do you feel about getting reincarnated? Like, what about like Grimgar of Fantasy and Ash? Have you seen that? Okay, so have you seen Goblin Slayer?
Yes.
Imagine getting isekai into Goblin Slayer.
I'm killing myself.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's Grimgar.
That's Grimgar. That's Grimgar.
Nope. Reset.
That's Grimgar.
Yeah. It's not as I will say the anime that they have right now is not as brutal as Goblin Slayer, but has a newer.
It's more realistic.
But it's way more realistic. For example,
you
go in with whatever skills you have right now. So like if you don't know how to use the sword, you're not going to know how to use the sword there. You're going to actually have to train and level up. You learn skills like in a video game, so you'll be able to innately do the stuff, but you won't be that skilled with it.
So I would go into the video game being fat and lazy. I'm losing off the real. I'm losing. No, that's not.
I mean, those are your words, not mine. But
and you go in piss broke. Like you poor. You have to start.
You got to start making money.
I don't have a weapon or nothing. I'm just.
You just got your clothes on your back.
You have the clothes on your back, but then when you pick your class, they give you a weapon. They give you a starter weapon.
For everybody here, bro.
So
except for maybe France. That's rough for everybody here.
Oh, hey, speak for yourself, man. I got a couple of talents, okay?
Okay.
My reaction time is.
You gonna be the confident ass nigga that gets sliced.
That gets
reaction time. Do I not?
Arrow in the knee.
Bro, I'm not catching no arrow in the knee. You wanna know why? Because I'm gonna be. Let me tell you why. Because I'm gonna be a merchant.
I'm gonna be Usopping the shit out of all that shit.
Listen, my skill is the gift of gab. So I'm not gonna be out fighting. I'm telling y'all that right now.
Hey, number one, I'm a hero that turns demon lord. That's it.
Nah, see, that's why he can't be the hero. He already trying to go
I'm
back.
the hero that turns demon lord.
I legit would be the tank. Like if I got reincarnated into an anime, I'd be the tank. Just I sit there with the big ass sword and the big ass shield. Like, all right, come on, y'all, let's go.
Yo, get this. So they have some pretty cool classes too. I've actually read the manga and some of the data books they have for it. Like, I fucking love this isekai. It's not my favorite isekai because that's Konosuba, but it's like a different type of isekai. But they have this cool class called like I think it's like the Dark Knight or some shit like that. And you literally get a demon. Like they give you a demon and you have to let this demon possess you, and that's how you get your powers. Mm-hmm. That shit's dope as shit.
You talking about Grimgar, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Grimgar.
Yeah, one of the characters did that. Yeah, one of the characters picked that one.
Yeah, he's the one with the red hair. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's an annoying ass character, but like I like the way his abilities are set up. And it's like
I like his character development so far.
He does get developed. He gets
developed. What's the name of this anime again? I'm about to check this out right now.
Grimgar. It's on Hulu if you have Hulu. Grimgar. Yeah. Grim.
It's on Crunchyroll too.
Grimgar Tactics Fantasy RPG.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, you know, another one though, even though we said, you know, like honestly it is getting tired with the to video games, isekai. Jobless Reincarnation though, that shit slaps.
Yeah,
that's hard.
That shit is cold. I can't wait for the next season.
Yo, facts.
Yeah. There's another season.
That blew me away.
I'm mad old girl got the dick and left. Like,
she did him so dirty.
Dirty. That nigga was broken hearted. Like
I actually haven't. I've only seen like 2 episodes of that. So
yeah. I feel
you gotta watch.
You gotta watch.
Oh, bro. Damn. Spoiler alert. My fault, bro.
I gotta finish rewatching Grimgar. I'm on episode like 5 or 6 of Grimgar.
You've seen it already. You seen it already.
I haven't seen that in years. This has been a beautiful thing to rewatch it, and I got my books on the way too. Can't fucking wait to read those. Yeah.
I got an anime recommendation. Hitori no Shita, The Outcast. If you guys like really well choreographed fighting, it is for you.
What's that called again?
It's called Hitori no Shita, The Outcast.
Say less.
Bro, when I say it's about a kid whose grandfather died, but his grandfather, like there was this massive war between martial arts. And his grandfather was the man. So when I say
whoa. Is this the anime where the dude has the hat on and he's like fucking boxing the 2 dudes in the park?
Yeah, and he had the water bottle and he just blew that shit off.
No, that shit fucking
yes.
Why didn't no one told me the name of the anime?
That's season 3, bro. You gotta watch the first 2 seasons.
I have literally been like anime where the guy has a baseball cap in a park, and it's like 50 different animes pop up. I'm gonna watch it.
That's very true.
His grandfather was like, when I say he was the man, it's like all these other special martial arts, and we're talking like people that can shoot lightning, they can touch you and poison you, and they can like write shit on the wall and cause storms. His grandfather went out there and bodied like everybody. It was to the point where people couldn't even touch him. And after his grandfather died, everybody thought that his grandfather passed his secret technique on to him, which honestly, we don't really know that, but once everybody finds out that he's a thing, everybody's on this and say, "Oh, yo, Joe Soren, what's up, my boy?" Yada yada. Like, I don't know y'all, but it's full of martial arts, and his grandson is nothing like him, bro. He's the type of person like, yeah, you want to fight me? You know who I am. I'm the holder of this style. Bow down, or y'all gotta fight. And then after everybody else get done fighting, they tired, he'll run up on them, like still on them, and throw a coat over their head and start stomping them out. He's that type of person, bro. But when it comes down to actually fighting, he can throw. Y'all gotta watch it. It's amazing.
Where do you watch it on?
I'll tell y'all after this. I don't want to put it out there on the
It's
one of them.
Yeah, one of them. All right, say less.
So y'all watched speaking of one of them, have y'all got around to redo of Healer?
No.
I don't like it, bro. After I seen like the first episode and I knew what it was about, I'm like, I pass.
What is it? What is it?
Redo of a Healer?
Redo of a Healer. It's a anime.
I mean, like he was saying before, and I like feel this
shit's fire.
Fucking
but
like
I
the
understand
video
why you
game
don't
shit.
like
it has to be something. Bring something new to the table for me to just be like, okay.
To the table.
Does it really?
Oh yeah, a lot of brutal new things to the table that no one should ever think of.
I feel like if you fuse like Guts and Demon and Goblin Slayer together and just make it all about people.
Make it all about people, and the people are the demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all about. Okay. That sounds decent though. That sounds decent.
It's really fucked up. I'm not.
Wait, you said it sounds decent, sir. You are a super villain.
Yo,
I mean, I am.
Listen, I'm telling you, I was blown away. I was surprised because usually when you think of anime, you think of just like pointless, sex scenes and stuff like that. But this actually has a really fucking good story. The story's fucking insane. It's intense, and it literally is just it's like Berserk mixed with Goblin Slayer. I can definitely say that it's brutal, and I mean,
shit. So he gets the memories of all the people he treats.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's brutal. Okay,
and worse.
That's on the list too. All right,
and the main villain, insane. That makes no sense. I can't. But yeah, definitely. I think it's one of those that I think everybody should watch once. It's kind of like La Blue Girl. It actually has a story. It's a pretty good story. There's just a weird sex shit in it. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. After he did what he did to Shawty and the rich chick.
Yeah, you were like, I can't do this anymore.
I was like, I'm done.
It made me feel weird too, but I was like, this is art. So I'm gonna keep watching.
This is art.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like Jobless Reincarnation had some real scenes that made me be like, okay, this is a little too much. You know what I'm saying? Like this is
nothing on Redo with a Healer, dog.
Nothing on Redo. Redo like Like people on TikTok, when like every time someone's like, "Yo, I'm looking for a new anime," I go Redo. They're like, "You're a fucking villain. Stop telling me to watch that shit." I'm like, "Yo, it's fucking fire. I don't know what to tell y'all." Like, I'm a sucker for a good story. It had a good story. I stomached my way through it. God will judge me later. That's all I'm gonna say. God will judge me later. And that's fine. I'm gonna let him judge me. But yeah, okay. Let's see. So we did AMA recommendations. What about any TV shows? Anybody watching any new TV shows?
I don't watch TV.
I'll see on Netflix. What's that shit called again? So this one is about basically a vampire. Can y'all hear me?
Is it the vampire lesbian show?
First Kill. That's what it's called. There it is.
Yeah. So you mean lesbian Twilight?
What, the high schooler kids?
Yeah, First Kill. Y'all
I was
seen
thinking
that?
about watching that.
It's actually decent.
It's just Twilight. It's just Twilight rewritten.
It's actually decent. I was like, oh, okay. Wow.
It's just Twilight rewritten. I don't care. Ain't nothing wrong. It looks like if you like Twilight, I think you'll enjoy it. I did not like Twilight.
I enjoy Twilight. I enjoy Twilight.
Now,
that's sad.
I say I don't watch TV shows. I mean, like,
I know I don't say I don't judge people, but I'm judging you right now, Franz.
Y'all ever seen The Immortals? That's another vampire show. It's about.
I heard that one's actually pretty good.
The Immortals is kind of lit.
Back when I worked at Whataburger, I had a boss. His name was Eddie, and he used to talk to me about that show all the time. Once he learned that I was a nerd, and I guess he thought that I was into vampires, but I'm not a big vampire nerd person. So I didn't want to interrupt him. I was like, yeah, keep it covered. I was eating that shit up. I was like, oh yeah, Eddie, that's fucking dope. That's cool as shit. I had never seen it.
If you watch Vampire Diaries, definitely watch Immortals.
I definitely didn't watch Vampire Diaries.
I've never seen Vampire Diaries either.
Yeah,
that's
never seen Vampire. Watch Vampire Diaries, you'll see where.
No, listen to this, man. Don't watch that. Ain't worth it. Stop recommending
it's
shows.
Actually good. It's
Bro,
actually good.
You want to know what the best vampire show / werewolf show was to me?
What?
On Netflix, it's called Hemlock Grove.
Yeah, but that show also gets lame as shit too.
It doesn't get lame. It don't get lame. You just don't like stuff that gets on that level. You just don't like it.
What about True Blood?
True Blood was okay at the very beginning, but then it became too much about like just.
It had to compete with Immortals and Vampire Diaries. It had to compete with those. That's why True Blood kind of fell off. I'm not gonna lie.
Word.
Japan, man, you all right? Why you
no, sorry. The AC
what happened to you? Because
I'm like halfway muffled right now, so the AC kicked on, and it sounded like my computer fan was getting really loud, but it sounded like it was coming from over there. And as you can clearly see, that is not a computer back there because I do not live in the 50s. But but yeah. So I was like, what? But I think it's just kind of.
So, any of you ever watch Angel?
Yeah.
Oh, the spinoff of Charmed?
Yeah.
With David Bowie in there. Yeah, that was Charmed.
Hell yeah.
That's fine because that's a spinoff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, you're right.
What's crazy is I liked Angel and I didn't like.
No, they did a crossover episodes, didn't they?
Yeah,
with Charmed.
Yeah.
Or with,
they did crossover.
I honestly remember it being
because Buffy and Charmed. Like one city. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Charmed.
Yes, it was Charmed.
It was Charmed. Buffy came up.
Buffy and Charmed.
Tiffany is obsessed with Charmed, so I'll ask her, and then that will be our fact check right there.
Yeah, because Angel is in Charmed.
But
he is.
He's in Charmed.
Is he in Charmed?
Yes.
Oh, right. So they did do a crossover. You know what?
I watched this shit as a kid when I had unlimited free time. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. CW was, UPN was.
There's a lot of shows from that time period that are actually like really next to each other. Like you got
same universe.
Same universe. Like I think they're all in the Archie universe too, because I think Archie's town is mentioned.
It's
just like not that far.
You're right.
So that's really crazy because in some Archie comics, Archie has superpowers. So I'm like, this is weird.
Later on, I mean, if you want to waste your time and go watch Riverdale, you can do that too.
Yo, fuck Riverdale. I was so mad at that show. Like it started out so good.
It's jerked me off for so long, and I never got the nut. That's basically what that show is.
It just kept edging you, and then when it finally happened, you were just like, well, now I'm soft, and it's over. I don't like it.
I got really heavy into The Walking Dead, and then the shit just started getting repetitive.
Okay, here, I'm still heavy into The Walking Dead. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love that shit. But here's what happened.
He also likes One Piece, so he'll watch a show that.
I like One Piece too.
The Walking Dead might
be right now. Listen, here's my defense for The Walking Dead. What season did you stop watching?
I stopped when Rick disappeared. Like when the helicopter came and got Rick.
Right after Rick disappears, there's that like next half of that next season, boring as fuck. But the payout at the end of that season, you're like, and then the next season happens, and you're like, and then the next one, and you're like, okay.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because this is going to be the deal breaker. Is Negan still there? Because Negan is my favorite.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Is Negan
main character?
If you really want to know this, yes, he's still there.
Okay, if Negan's dead, I'm done. I'm not watching.
No, he's still there.
He's a main character in that show. Like
he's a main character now. Yeah.
Like, I hated him as an actor, and the fact that he made me hate him shows me how good of an actor he is.
Listen.
That was for me. That was the pinnacle.
His character,
and then after that, I had a hard time watching it.
From losing to Rick, his character growth from that point on is literally one of the main reasons I still watch the show.
A word.
Damn. His acting is still good. All of the main people, their acting is still good, but you can tell the writing fucking sucks. I think they got.
What about Carol?
Carol's still there.
Okay, because in Carol we trust.
Carol's still doing she's still doing her little sneaky shit that she be doing. She's still doing that. The King, the Dreadhead dude, he's still alive.
Okay.
Let's see.
Whatever happened to the fucking Telltale games, man? Those were so good, man. And they could have just been better and better and better with more fun.
I haven't finished the last one where you get to play as Clementine when she's like 16. I haven't finished that one. With her little brother. I haven't finished that one yet. For her adopted brother that she's raising.
I mean, I know Telltale as a studio just like disappeared, because I don't know what happened, but yeah. I mean, their shit
probably got
really
absorbed into another studio.
Yeah.
I think because you go.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Because I was about to.
If it's video game knowledge, you go, bro.
Oh yeah. Speaking of video games, though, Final Fantasy Remake, the 7 Integrate. I don't know if y'all have PS5s, but that shit just dropped today on PC, and I picked it up for $44, bro. And they say
Humble Bundle.
Humble Bundle. They say that game is like very good, like life changing for old Final Fantasy fans to a
now,
new.
Is that the newest one that you just showed me the trailer of not too long ago?
No, that's 16. That's 16. That's coming out.
Is this the one that's kind of set up like Neo?
Combat wise, I think it's just like 13, I believe, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Okay, wait. What's the name of this one?
This is it's Final Fantasy VII remake, retrograde or some shit.
Now I'm about to get a lot of hate for this, but the only Final Fantasy I've ever played was the one online.
Intergrade.
Oh, which one? 14.
Oh, you're talking about okay, the one with Cloud, right?
I don't know, the multiplayer one.
Both the online one.
Both of them are 12 and 14 are multiplayer.
Are they both still going?
The online one's still going.
14 is busting. 14 has had damn eyes.
Jordan. There's another.
I think it might have been 14.
There's another Final Fantasy game that came out that Square Enix did that they made it like a roguelike almost, but like Neo, and it's got a lot of people are.
Oh, it's cheesy. It's cheesy as fuck. Yeah, it's corny. It's damn Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
something with an S.
But Frost, did you download that game I told you to check out?
No.
The Frontier, the Cycle Frontier or whatever.
Oh, Stranger of Paradise is the game.
It's on the Epic Game Studio. I just downloaded it. So if you want to jump on that whenever, I'm down.
You downloaded it on Epic? I downloaded it on Steam.
It's on Steam too.
You can still play. You can play on both.
Oh, you still play both. Yeah.
It'll launch it, man.
We'll launch it.
Okay.
It's pretty dope.
Free 99.
It is free 99.
It's free. Yeah.
Oh well.
But it's like those battle royales, but instead of you having to just fight other people, you also have to deal with your with the environment, and you're also supposed to be collecting stuff to build up your base. Or
PvE.
We got bases.
PvE. I think so. I haven't played, but they say you collect resources, so I'm trying to figure out what am I collecting resources for if not to build a base.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's not a hero shooter, but I feel like it operates.
They have skins.
Like that, with your
they have different skins you can
get.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I'm excited for that. Hey, did y'all see the Starfield release? Yeah, that I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I
don't care. Man. I don't care how buggy that shit is. I'm a sucker for Bethesda games. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I don't care. There's so many good games coming out. Like I'm an Xbox fan, but PlayStation wise too, and just in general, bro. We're eating good for this next year, and
especially if you're on PC, you eat.
Yeah, PC eating. Yeah,
real good. I am gonna have to upgrade my video card in like a year and a half, but that's okay.
That's fine. Shit.
I mean, you'll be good for at least 2 years. You got a 2080, 2070?
No, I got a 2060 Ti.
2060 Ti? How much VRAM?
Like 8.
Yeah, you'll be fine for another 2 years, bro.
Yeah, I feel like I will. I'll at least be able on the newer games, like the newer games that are super intensive. I'll probably be able to get good medium out of it, but that's really all you need. Medium is like I'm not going lower than medium.
I mean, you don't have a 4K monitor because I don't even have one.
I do have a 4K monitor. I keep telling you this.
Oh, you do?
Mine's 4K. Yes.
Yeah, I got a 4K one. I got the Asus ROG. That boy be hidden.
I got a Dell one.
Yeah,
I wish I would have got an MSI. MSI was like
I got a 3090, but I just want a good large 4K monitor, and I want one that has the curved screen.
Do you have a curve, Frost?
No, mine's just straight brick. It's flat.
I have a curve. I have like a 30. I think it was like a 36-inch, 32-inch. But I wanted to get the MSI variant of the one that I have, but that one was too expensive. But anyway, guys, we've been going for about 2 hours, so it's about time to go ahead and exit out of here. So
I gotta go.
All of us that's shooting the shit, thank you guys so much, Frost. Thank you for showing up. Everybody go check out Frost on TikTok. Link will be in the bio.
Drop your socials.
Go ahead, drop your
socials if you got multiple socials.
Go ahead, drop them.
Oh, y'all can just follow me, FrostCrush32 on TikTok and on YouTube, FrostCrush32.
Link will be in our bio description for this episode. Jordan, our producer, man, thanks for gracing us with your presence, you silent man.
Even though my eyes fucked up and I had to wear sunglasses, but yeah.
Hey, listen, we all understand. You know, you work for the Men in Black. You know, you about to get us all with the
Illuminati and shit. Yep.
Exactly. But all right. So from everybody at Shooting the Shit, y'all have a great afternoon, great night, great morning, whatever time of day it is. We'll catch y'all next week on Saturday.
Peace.
We're out.
Ice-T, come in. Let's go.